back into the water of live action because that used to be only what we made. And then we switched over to Super Mega to try the whole gaming thing out, and it worked out. And now that we're getting to a comfortable place with this, we want to start focusing more on live action. So I don't know. Maybe that might mean some days if we're so busy working on live action, it means some days maybe we can't upload. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Like when we come back, more than likely we will have an everyday upload, and the everyday upload more than likely will stick. But when it comes to the type of content that we're setting out to make, I'd rather spend more time on a sketch or a music video and have like a day where we don't have a game uploaded or something than have like games uploaded for 2 weeks straight and no sketch, no music video, no vlog, no live action entertainment at all, or just nothing to kind of, I don't know. I want to broaden the what's
the
it?
spectrum.
The spectrum. Wait, no.
So, because when we started Super Mega, we don't want it to just be a gaming channel. We want it to be a variety channel, and we've achieved that a bit in a sense where it's we have vlogs, we have this podcast, and we have games, and we like that. But with our jobs, it's hard to maintain things other than games and a podcast because we are very busy people. We edit for all these channels. Grumps releases 3 videos every day of the year, so that is a lot of work to do. So we're going to try to get more backlogged so we can focus more on Super Mega. But I guess, if we ever miss uploads in 2017, it's not because we're lazy and we don't want to upload. It's because we're taking that time to focus on making better content. Yeah. It's better to make really good content that we think you guys will really like over uploading marginal content every day just to meet a quota. Yeah. So there will be days where we probably miss uploads, but we'll always update you guys on Twitter if that happens. There will never be like a day.
Follow us on Titter.
Follow us on Titter, guys. You can see Ryan's tits every day.
McGee tits daily.
Someone's gonna make that Twitter right now, Ryan. Anyway, follow us on Twitter for updates because I've just been getting a lot of comments we've been getting a lot of comments saying like, where are you guys? What's going on? And it's all explained on Twitter, but I realize not everybody has Twitter, so
at Super Mega Show, Twitter at SUPERSHOW. Did I skip a word? You skipped Mega.
I said Super Show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Super Mega Show.
SUPERMEGASHOW.
Yes.
Yeah. It'll be in the description also, so
it's always in the description.
Yeah, go ahead and just scroll down, just click that link, give us a follow, and come back and keep listening to the podcast. We're not promoting ourselves. Really, we're not.
Yeah, but this also working on the content that we're finally going to do next year. Our content, I always want it to kind of rely on stuff that we want to do. Like I want to talk about movies. I used to do movie reviews and critiques on my personal channel, which I've deleted because I
liked them.
I do that shit all the time. I don't know. I gotta stop deleting stuff. You know that feeling. You just I don't know. I look at it. I'm like,
I do it with tweets all the time. I'll tweet something, be like, it's not funny, and I'll delete it.
Yeah, but I used to just talk about movies, and I love going to the theater. I've been seeing a lot. I've probably gone to the theater anywhere between 2 and 3 times a week now.
Really?
Which is great. Yeah, I've gone to see so much shit. Late at night and stuff, I'll go to the movies, get myself an icy and a popcorn, and maybe some bunch of crunch to put in the popcorn.
Oh, yeah.
That's
what you got to
do.
You got to get the bunch of crunch and you got to pour it in the popcorn. You show me that, and I do it every time I go to the movies now.
So good. But, doing that to talk about movies, or now we're going to start doing sketch comedy. It's I want to start doing the stuff that, I've seen other people do and, I've been interested in. And I want to use Super Mega as that outlet to do those things and to experiment.
And we love doing the gaming content. And don't worry, guys, that will continue. We got a lot of great games and series planned.
We got one series that I'm excited for.
Woo, yeah, we got a series coming early
Next
2017. It's already recorded. It's got some special guests that you guys know and love, and we've never actually had them both on the channel at the same time. So we got that coming up, though. 2017, though, regarding the podcast, we're going to keep doing the weekly podcasts all the way through 2017, so don't worry about that. It's not going anywhere. We're going to actually, stop being lazy and actually get guests on, because there are a lot of people that have actually said yes to doing our podcast, and we have just never actually gone around to doing it. We have had actually really big people say yes to doing our podcast, and I guess it's a mixture of too lazy to set it up, and also nervousness to just not do it. But we've actually had like really big people, and not just people like these are people outside of the gaming community. These are like other big YouTubers that everyone knows that, you know, don't actually have anything to do with video games. But these are people that have said yes to the podcast, and in 2017 we will do our best to get a lot of. We're going to try to get big names on the podcast, people you don't know on the podcast.
Well, we also work in an office filled with people that I would love to have on the podcast.
Yeah, we should. I mean, I would love to get the rest of the Grumps on different podcasts.
Yep.
But you know, as we meet more people in the YouTube community and make more friends, I would love to have all. I just want a podcast where, you know, it's all sorts of different guests, not just people in the gaming community, because our podcast doesn't have anything to do with video games. It's not like it's a completely separate entity from the show on our channel where
just
we
like
play
our vlogs
games.
don't have to do with
Right.
Has there been no? There's no. I was trying to think of like, is there any like hint to games in the vlogs and stuff?
No.
But we like to keep things very separate. So it's like if you like our games, you can watch our games. If you like the vlogs, you can watch the vlogs. It's just we know that people like different things. Like for me, Red Letter Media. Like I'll watch Half in the Bag and what is it? Best of the Worst. Like I'll watch those two series, but some of their other stuff, like I don't like clue in on. I don't know. You go to other channels and sometimes you just stick with a playlist or a series. Like
I mean, I've seen comments from people saying that they only listen to our podcast.
Yeah,
I've seen people on Reddit like, oh yeah, I only listen to the podcaster. Oh, you know, like their live action stuff is the only stuff I watch. Which for those people, you're in luck because we have more live action stuff coming. On the subject of like the vlogs we do, where we do those, I think we've done 5 or 6, I guess, total this year. Because they're very sparse. We don't release them often, where it's just these little like 2-3 minute highly edited, just like weird vlogs. We're going to do more of those in 2017. We want to do on the topic of live action, we want to do more videos that aren't vlogs and aren't sketches, but more of just, I don't know, kind of like maybe rants or just kind of just, I guess, goofing off with the
we're
camera.
gonna be experimenting with a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. So just, you know, when we try new stuff, just let us know in the comments and stuff if you like it or what you want to see. And in fact, in the comments of this podcast, let us know what you would like to see in 2017. If there's anything that we haven't thought of that you think would go well on our channel, let us know, because maybe there's just stuff we haven't thought of, and we'll see the comment and be like, yes, that's great, we'll do that.
Like a nude reviewing series where we will review nudes live on air on twitch.tv.
Yeah, you send us nudes and we review them.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're gonna try a lot of new things out. We're gonna switch up a branding. We're gonna change our branding a little bit, maybe.
Super Mega's changing but staying the same. That's the gist of it.
Yeah, essentially, we're going to try to make it more of a channel that we want.
Yeah,
because it's been hard when we started working for the Grumps. Nothing about them or anything. It's just with our own personal schedules. It's harder to maintain the channel to be what we want it to be, because we kind of have to meet that quota of every day. But we want to really focus in 2017, like hone in our energy and make it the channel that we're happy with and the channel that we want it to be. And it is right now. It's just not to the degree that I guess we want it to be.
I want to, because we're being pretty safe right now. As I said, you've even mentioned, we like doing what we do, but we realize that it's safe uploading video game content, 6 days out of the week and then a podcast.
We're not stepping out of our comfort zone.
I want to push us. I want to push us off a cliff, Matt.
What?
To do better.
And I guess part of that's also, we're stepping out of our comfort zone doing this live show. That's like huge. We've never done anything. And if it goes well and people actually show up, then
we might do more. We might tour around. Who knows?
There's been talks of possibly, if it goes well and people actually come, possibly going to other cities and doing this kind of weird live podcast format. It would essentially be like,
I would hate anybody else who would have like 150,000 subs and like, yeah, we're doing a live show. I'd be like, what?
Like, why?
I know. That's like, if there were like doppelgangers of us and they did the same thing we did, I'd be like, what are they doing?
Like, why are they going around?
Nobody likes you.
Yeah, but anyway, if you guys, if you want to see us come to other cities, let us know, because maybe if there is such a huge outpouring of people wanting that, then maybe it can happen. But we have not even done a show yet. We haven't even planned it, so that's still far down the road to see how this first one goes. If it's a complete disaster, will we do another show? Probably not, and Ryan will cry. But you know, it's whatever. We're experimenting in 2017. We're trying new things. We're gonna do acid. We're gonna do shrooms. We're gonna do all sorts
Too
of
late.
things.
I've already done both.
Stop it, Ryan. You can't tell people that. But yeah. Also, I'll be 21, which means I can drink alcohol, right, dude? We can drink a beer.
We need to do a drunk podcast just once.
I would love to do a drunk mini series of some sort.
Matt, you've known me for a while, and unfortunately, I don't drink alcohol.
I don't drink either, really.
So you've never seen me drunk, and I've never seen you drunk.
We've never been drunk together.
And we shall.
Let's do it tonight.
No, come on, Ryan. No,
you got to babysit Brian's kid tonight. Come on.
No, hey, should I take some weed over for Ryan, Brian's daughter? So if she wakes up and you're like, hey,
go back to sleep.
Yeah,
dude.
Here, take.
I'm sure Brian would love it if you gave his toddler drugs.
Well, I wouldn't give it to her. Like I'd probably like put some of the like grind it up a bit and just like kind of throw it into her milk, and then
that would do nothing but make her sick.
Okay, fine. I'll cook it into an oil and then dump it in her milk.
Okay, perfect. Is she too old to be drinking milk? I don't know. Is she like at the toddler?
What do you mean? Is she too old to be drinking milk? No, I mean like milk.
You know how
you still drink milk?
Yes, I still drink milk.
Are you older than her?
Yes, but
don't you think then you'd be too old to drink
I'm talking about
milk?
Like bottle milk. Does she still drink from a bottle? Is she that young?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know.
I have never had a discussion with the lass.
Well, anyway, can we real quick talk about how Ninja Brian, I'm just gonna say it. I love Brian to death, but when I see pictures of Jihadi John, my first instinct is I think it's Brian.
Really?
Yes. Brian and Jihadi John, when Ninja Brian's wearing his ninja thing and I look at Jihadi John, I'm like, oh no, not the same person.
Is someone gonna do one of those memes where it's like you versus
the guy she told you not to worry about?
Yeah.
It's Brian and Jihadi John.
Yeah.
He's dead though. Jihadi John is dead, so
rest his soul.
Rest in peace. R.I.P. man.
Rest in peace, Jihadi John.
Poor dude. So sad he died. Oh god, dude. Doing a live show, I don't know what it's gonna be like because there's no censor. There's no editing things out.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a good practice, I guess, right now.
Unless I throw in some
bad words that you can't say on. Well, technically, here's the thing: we could say them on YouTube if we wanted. We're not going to get censored or anything. It's just going to upset a lot of people.
I don't think there's a point. I've never had a reason to. If the joke fits it, I'd say it, but I've never had a joke that would.
Oh yeah, same.
I haven't had a joke yet that seemed like it would fit it. I'm not against using any form of language. If it's funny, it's funny.
That wasn't even planned. That wasn't a joke. We actually started coughing at the same time.
Oh, where were we? I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
Holidays, happy holidays.
Yeah, it's almost Christmas, or if you're listening to this after Christmas, you probably just got sad because I get like.
You know what, Matt?
What?
You better be jealous, because since my parents are divorced and I have two fathers, it's going to be fucking Feliz Navi dads, am I right?
Oh, man, guys. That's what you're going to get in 2017.
You want more of that? Tune in the Super Mega in 2017.
Yeah, wow. Woo! Yeah, but, I mean, overall, we launched in April. I think April 12th. We just wanted to make more, so that's why we started this channel. And
what is this, a commercial for YouTube creators? We wanted to make more.
We wanted to do something we'd never done before. We wanted to.
The spotlights just go.
Introducing Super Mega Live. Guys, if we say anything really bad at the live show, whoops. That's just I'm saying, I'm giving my apology ahead of time so people can't be mad at me if I say a terrible racial slur or something at the live show.
Someone tweeted at me, and they were like, because it says it's for all ages, and it was like, hey, do you think you guys will be, like, profane or anything? Because my mom, I don't think she'd like that. And in my head, I'm like, you watch our channel.
You know what it's like.
We're not going to be the Wiggles. What are you expecting?
I mean, we could do a Wiggle show.
I'll wiggle my dick in your...
Are you talking to me or the kid that tweeted that at you that's bringing their mom?
No!
Okay. I'm just double checking.
I'm talking about you!
Okay.
I'm going to writhe inside of you.
Oh, guys, by the way, 2017, you will never hear yes, yes, yes come out of our mouth.
Or daddy likes.
Or daddy likes.
So those were the last...
We haven't said that in months.
Yeah, those were the last times we'll say it. So, those probably won't be because we'll probably reference it.
Do you want to get like one last one out?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you?
Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Dead meme. If you can even call it a meme. I mean, I still see it every single fucking week on Twitter.
Well, hey.
What?
Hey. What's up? Just lost
Nothing to say?
Nope.
All right. That's gonna happen on the live show. We're gonna, dude. Maybe the live show will go so well, Comedy Central will pick us up to do a show.
I was hoping like MTV would pick us up. We could be in the In-Betweeners.
We could be like,
no, what was that stupid show? The stupid
Ridiculousness
show
with Rob Dyrdek.
That's one, but it was like a show about like it was a British show.
Skins?
Yeah, Skins. Such a bad show, by the way.
Yeah, oh, it really is. I've seen a few episodes.
But you see boobs in the British version.
Dude.
They're boobies.
Boobs make it good.
I love boobs.
Yeah, dude.
Boobs are nice.
Boobs are great, man. Show us your boobs at our live show.
Dude.
Unless
you felt my boobs before. They have a nice like jiggle.
You let me shut my eyes and feel your boob, and I said I'm gonna shut my eyes and feel it and see if I can imagine it's a woman. Ryan is shutting his eyes, and feeling his tit right now.
I was.
Can I try? Can I?
Yeah.
Right.
Hold on, I need to get it loose. Just let me be relaxed.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
It's like a jellyfish, I guess.
Yeah. Have you touched a jellyfish before?
Oh yeah, many times.
Have you been stung?
Yes.
You know what they say? If you get stung by a jellyfish, you're gay.
That is what they say. Chris O'Neill just sent me a handwritten message. It's typing. It says, "You." Oh, he drew a picture of me, bald, and very stick-like, and he drew an arrow pointing to me and said, "You with cancer, lol."
Can I see?
Yeah.
Is it a good drawing?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Because, like on iOS 10 or whatever, or 9, whatever it is, you can send those little hand-drawn messages. What do you do? Did you send him a picture of your face? Oh, man. Well, back to what I was saying like 5 minutes ago before I got sidetracked.
Sidetracked.
Yes. We started this back in April. And I just want to say this year has been a really good year.
Debatable. Get it? Because of the presidential debates?
Yes! Yes! No, but it's been
on a roll.
In regards to this channel, it's been a really good year for us, and we're very happy with how things turned out. I mean, you guys haven't gotten us to 1 million subs yet, but that's all right.
I mean, we're gaming. We're gaming.
I don't see why we don't have more subs.
We're yelling. We have goofy cartoon characters. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, we make gay jokes for you guys to like talk about on Tumblr and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's almost like Matt bullies people on Twitter.
No, I don't bully anyone on Twitter, Ryan.
What are you talking about? It's almost like you poke and prod a portion of the fan base constantly.
Well, they deserve it. I only bully people that deserve it.
Spoken like a true red hat.
What's a red hat? Oh, okay, I know. Yeah, I know what a red hat is. Yeah, but we're really happy with how things have turned out, and we do, we want to say thanks to everyone that has subscribed and watches and enjoys our videos.
So thanks.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
You've made it a good year for us.
Someone out there said you're welcome after that. They were like, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Smug little asshole. You know who you are. Fuck you. You're not. We don't thank you anymore. Fuck off, you smug piece of shit. Unsubscribe, you fucking idiot.
You woman.
Yeah, it probably is a woman. Smug little woman.
A smug little tiny infant pygmy woman.
Pygmy what? A Nubian queen. Remember that we were at a were you there?
Yeah, I was there. It was like a Nubian princess, I thought.
Yeah, at the very first or the very second Game Grumps live show ever, Ryan and I went to it, and Danny was up on stage, and there was a black woman in the front row, and Danny referred to her.
Being Danny, I mean, come on. Yeah. It's Danny, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so. Dude, it's Danny. He was trying to like woo her, and he referred to her as a Nubian princess, I think is what he called her, and then it was really funny. But guys, thank you for getting us to where we are right now. Couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you for the people that legitimately watch our videos every day, and for the people that actually, for some reason, our videos are the highlights of their day. That's really sad. But thank you anyway.
I get Snapchats from people like that are like, "You make me so happy."
They're like, yeah,
my response usually to that is, "I'm so sorry."
yeah. It's like
I'm not a shitty. I don't know. Okay, here's how I'm gonna word this. I guess. Why me? You know, like you look at me over here. It's like if someone had a big arrow and was like, "This man saves lives. This man is a hero. He helps people. He makes people laugh every day."
This man
You
helps
just see this-
thousands of
just-
souls
just
every
me
day.
eating like a fucking Jimmy John's sub with like the meatballs.
I
sauce
can smell you
pouring
from
out of me,
here.
just- You know what, Matt? I make people laugh every day.
What do you do?
Yeah, exactly.
I can smell your balls from here.
Can you?
No, I'm just
Oh.
saying. In a hypothetical situation, I probably would be able to.
My feet smell bad.
I can't smell them. No need to. They're very dirty. Are you wearing flip flops today?
Yeah,
Yeah, I could tell.
it's wearing
Oh
off.
yeah, those do smell bad. Wow.
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah, but seriously, like, thank you guys so much for 2016. It's been an awesome year, and 2017 will be even more awesome unless Ryan and I both end up getting killed.
What do you call it when you go to the dentist as a YouTuber? What do you get at a dentist when you're a YouTuber? What do you get at the dentist when you're a YouTuber, Matt?
Hold on, I'm thinking. A penis on my lips.
No.
Sub.
Do you give up?
Wait. Let me actually think about this.
Okay.
Give me a second. You get cavity filling?
No.
What is it?
You get amazing fillings.
Please cut that out. Please cut that out. I don't like them. I mean, they've never done anything to me.
Do you want me to cut that out?
No, it's totally fine. They seem like nice guys. I don't like them. I'm sorry. I can't help it.
It's not like I'm not interested in the Wiggles or Blues Clues and stuff like that. I don't mean to say.
You're comparing them to that, but yeah,
Did you see their live show? It is that.
Yeah, and the fan base. I'm sorry, but it's kind of, there's a little overlap there.
I'm not talking about the fan base. I'm just talking about purely based off like of the content they produce. Like, that's personally not like my lane.
Well, I would be a little scared if it was.
I'd have a little like beanie spin hat on.
No, I mean, nothing against them. It
has like little string so it won't fall off my head because I'm fucking stupid.
I wish that the hat you wore every day, like just the baseball cap, had a little string on it, like with a birthday hat.
We saw them at VidCon.
Dan and Phil.
Amazing Dan and Phil.
Is not on fire. Yeah, we did see them at VidCon, and my man's head is a little weird shape.
Oh, stop!
Okay, no, I'm done. I'm sorry. It's just like Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
Stop!
Oh, I'm sorry. It's mean. That's mean.
That's mean.
Okay, what?
I don't know if I should.
No,
should I keep that in?
Yeah,
What?
keep it in. It's fine. What's gonna happen?
I don't
A few
know,
people
it's
be
just-
like, no, nothing to get. I have no ill feelings towards either one of them. I just
Stop.
okay. All right, we're
You're
done.
being
We're
mean,
moving
you big
on.
bully.
We did. We also saw the.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that hate us because we do Let's Play. I mean, there's a ton of people
course.
that look at us like.
Of course.
At the end of the day, there's a lot of YouTubers who I don't watch.
And also, a lot of YouTubers don't like each other. That like behind the
What are we
scenes.
talking
so-
about? This is high school.
Yeah, it's just like high school. A lot of YouTubers don't like each other. And, you know who else we saw at VidCon? Back all the way back. You okay?
Wait.
You all right? Your eyes are red and watering.
Dry heaving makes me want to puke. Anyway, sorry.
Because it is puking, just with no puke.
Yeah.
At VidCon, we saw the Fine Bros. We stood right by him, and he looks a little weird. I will say that.
What do
Raffy,
you call some good-looking relatives?
the Fine Bros,
There we go, dude.
but they're not really.
You're catching on.
I'm gonna be honest, dude. There's nothing fine about either one of them.
Why are you bullying them?
I'm not bullying them, dude. Raffy looks like
You
E.T.
say you fucking crystal skull head ass. And
He
then...
looks like E.T.
Ouch.
Okay, but they deserve it for what they did earlier.
What did
this
they
year
do?
with the whole copyright.
They didn't have
shit.
a fucking like child sex ring. They just tried to copyright a word. It was a shitty thing to do.
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't stop me from making fun of them.
Ryan. Get your facts. Fuck off.
I made fun of some YouTubers. I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything I said. I guess we're ending the
it's
last
a short
podcast of the year by bullying other YouTubers.
I didn't bully them.
We're ending the podcast with me bullying.
Blue's Clues and Dora the Explorer bullying them?
No, not at all. I mean,
do they curse in their videos?
No, they don't.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain they don't curse.
I'm gonna look it up.
No, you don't. You don't want to look it up.
Yeah, I don't need to.
It'll be in your suggested. So I guess we're ending the last podcast of the year with me making fun of YouTubers who have never wronged me. So there you go. But guys, seriously, thank you so much for 2016. It was fantastic, and we will be back in 2017 after a little hiatus. Love you so much. Ryan, would you like to say any last words of this podcast for 2016?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal, and a Happy New Year.
That's good, dude.
It's a Home Alone 2 reference.
Is that Home Alone?
It's Home Alone 2, yeah.
I thought that was from
remember Home Alone?
Platoon.
Did you ever see Home Alone 2?
Maybe.
Remember he's like he turns the TV on and the people outside of the room he's like,
yeah.
I thought that was Happy New Year.
I thought that was the first one.
I think they do it in the first and second one.
Oh, it's a callback.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, yes, thank you so much. We are ending the podcast here. The music should be coming in.
See, like, at least with the Let's Plays, even though you can kind of say it's a podcast, but like you get our reaction with games. We get to have fun playing games, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And the podcast more of like a chill setting where we can talk. And so was the talking show.
But it became more of a show than a podcast. And we're like, well, let's bring back the podcast. And now it's this weird thing. So also, it just, we didn't have the branding down or anything. And it was like 6 episodes in, and we had already changed the way it looked like 3 times. So we just decided, you know what? A lot of people say that they miss Super Mega Cast, they miss the music,
we miss it.
We did too. After a while, like neither of us wanted to say it because that'd be like, hey, remember this thing we just started?
Hey, we fucked up in starting this thing that isn't as fun as the other thing. That
I have more fun doing this. But one day we were just kind of like, Ryan, do you kind of miss Super Mega Cast? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, all right, well, let's.
Yeah.
And that pushed the ball forward into bringing this bad boy back. But we're very happy to be back. It's one of those things where you don't realize you got it until it's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. I feel good sitting here on the couch again with you, recording episode 32, and we hope we want to be doing this by episode 92. So
or 102.
Or
I really want to get to at least like 100 episodes.
Oh, I think without a doubt, because now we're honing in on what we want the channel to be, like exactly how we want it. So we've been putting a lot more effort, making like new sorts of shit and thumbnail designs and series. So there are some changes in regards to gaming stuff, as we also discussed in our update video that came out yesterday. You can go watch that.
Yeah, the gaming stuff is kind of so. We set it up now so that Matt will choose a game and I'll choose a game, and like a game that we played in our childhood or that we've wanted to play for a long time, but we just never got to it. It's just games that we like, and so we each get to play a game that we like on the channel at the same time. And those series go up, and we feel better about completing the series. It gives the channel a lot more of a positive feel. Sorry, I was distracted by
Ross?
Sweet old Barry. No, it's Barry.
It's Barry.
Yeah.
Hey, Barry.
He's waving.
Hello.
What you up to, huh? He's moving footage.
There you have it, folks.
The classic moving footage.
Classic. That's classic moving footage, Barry. Anyway, but yeah, so from now on, we're going to be doing mainly series. Don't worry, there will still be one-offs from time to time because, we kind of built our channel on that.
Just a lot more rare and special.
Yeah, exactly. For things that we think will be very fitting, so we don't oversaturate our channel with shitty Wii games that we scrape out of the bottom of a barrel at the end of the day.
Even though, a lot of our great episodes come from that. Like,
totally.
One we did with Ding Dong.
Yeah, that was Guinness Book of World Records.
Yeah, that was a great episode, but there are also a bunch of episodes of Wii games that like are so forgettable.
I know because we didn't have a game to play.
and
because we didn't want to series with
choose a shitty game instead of do the work to find a decent one to play.
Well, with the way like we had been uploading, if we couldn't start a new series because we hadn't finished other ones yet, and we were just like, I don't want to finish this series. Like, we still probably got to record like 3 or 4 sessions, or neither of us are having fun.
Well, example, Papers, Please, for example, like. We kind of cut the tie on that one. Like, I'm not saying we'll never come back to it, but what I'm saying is we had a commitment to be like, yeah, let's keep giving them what they want. But it's like, we want to enjoy doing this. And if we're not having fun with Papers, Please, it's not going to be a good episode.
And if we're not having fun doing YouTube, then we're inevitably going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
So we need to have fun. And by playing games we actually enjoy and focusing only on series where, you know, our channel's a duo, 50-50, Ryan and me. So now it's like we each can be playing a game we really, really enjoy. And usually it ends up we both enjoy whatever game it is. You know, we actually just finished recording, you know, we finished Katamari Damacy, we finished Blood on the Sand. We got all that recorded. It's in the pipeline for editing right now. And so, like, we got those series done, and they're on the way.
I'm glad to say that only 2 episodes are left to export for me for Blood on the Sand. I have them all, like...
Ooh.
I have them all edited and cut up. I just need to go through them, you know, a few more times.
I heard you laughing when you were editing it. Yeah, and also,
good.
like...
That's a good series. Like, all I can say is I think it'll be out. Will it be out by now? When is episode 9 coming out?
I don't know.
Let me look that up real quick. I don't care about building up hype for episode 9. Episode 9 is like my favorite episode of Blood on the Sand and one of my favorite episodes of
What just came
Super
out?
Mega
Did 7 just... No, 8 just came out.
8 just came
Okay.
out. And so
I don't even know
Blood
my
on
damn
the
channel.
Sand... Sorry, I'm having to scroll up. 9 comes out...
Should be...
comes out today.
Oh, today.
Later today.
All right, yeah. So
Sweet,
that's
okay.
coming out later today.
Yep.
Thursday, February, whatever.
My favorite episode.
So keep your eyes out for Blood on the Sand episode 9 and go watch that whenever it comes out later. And if you haven't caught up on that yet, you got plenty of time to go watch the first 8 episodes because that's a fun series.
Yeah.
We had a lot of fun recording that. Not
Even
so
though
much
it was
towards
a slog at the
dude.
end.
The end of that series coming up, that was fucking hell. But it's fun. And then Katamari Damacy, we've already recorded, I think like 10. There's still like 10 more episodes of that to come out.
Oh yeah.
And they're all really fun. We had a great time recording those episodes. So if you like the Katamari Damacy series, got a good batch coming at you. And also, if you haven't watched it yet, or you're like, it doesn't look like a good game, just go try it. Go try episode 1. It's fun.
This is my first experience with Katamari. I've only heard about it and seen images.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
like online. I have to
fucking
say,
love it.
I'm blown away. It's seriously like this feeling of when I was a kid, I wish that I picked up that box art.
You just wish that you knew about this sooner.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Go watch it if you
because I don't-
maybe it's the same way.
I just don't feel like I'm gonna get into it the same way because we've talked about this, like childhood nostalgia, or like not childhood. Well, like when you're a child, things are so much more amazing.
Yeah, and you get more attached. And then it's like that nostalgia that drives you to still be connected to it a decade, 2 decades later.
Yeah. It is depressing how you don't like something. We've had that discussion before. Sorry, but
Yeah, but real quick, tying it back, I guess I don't think I actually finished saying what I was saying way earlier about shitty Wii games.
too bad.
Hey, basically it's like we love playing shitty Wii games. Don't get us wrong. And they've made some great episodes of ours, but when it gets to the point when it's like so many forgettable ones, and we want to start series, but we already have some going that we're not enjoying. It's like, well, we can't play what we want, and then recording's not fun, and our commentary's not good.
Because we were usually recording like a day in advance sometimes.
Yeah.
So starting a whole different series, we just couldn't.
Keep up with all that and have, and especially because with a channel like us where it's only it's only so many uploads a week, and if you do other things like a podcast or one-offs, it's hard to finish series fast, which will be changed now because now that we have we're doing a weekday schedule Monday through Friday, but
We're starting to drop those double uploads.
yeah, we're gonna start doing double uploads. Not every day, not double uploads every day.
Yeah.
But
Every now and then you'll get a surprise.
yeah, so that could be 1 day a week. That could be 3 or 4 days a week. Sometimes even you might get double uploads. So I guess just we have all this content we're making now, and we want to get through series faster, and we want to give you guys more because I understand when we switch to a Monday through Friday schedule. Now it's like, oh, that's 2 less videos a week, and we don't want it to seem like we're giving you guys less content. We're doing that simply
Then why
so.
don't you just switch to the daily upload?
Nah. Let me tell you.
Nah.
Every day.
Come on.
It's like my iPod stuck on replay. But we just need a break somewhere in the week to relax and not have to worry about uploading a video. So actually, we're probably going to be releasing more content about the same amount of content, if not a little more, give and take, that we were doing when we were doing a 7 days a week upload schedule. We just need somewhere in there to rest and not have to worry about, oh, what time is the video going out, or is the thumbnail done, is the editing done. We just need 2 days a week just so we can be like,
It helps
and then,
mentally a lot.
Yeah, and then also I feel like each week feels more special because it's like a chunk. Each week is like a chunk of videos that everyone gets. It's not just like a boring endless stream. It's more of like a special chunk that we work harder on to make each video. Because if you're not uploading every single day of the week, then we feel like it's got to count more, you know. And also now with double uploads, so you'll still be getting you won't be getting any less content, so don't worry about that. And we're gonna be going through series faster.
So we're not gonna be like 4 months into a series and on episode 6.
Yeah, because Pikmin took a long time for us to beat. That was like 4.5 months or 5 months for only what, 16, 17 episodes?
Yeah, that was a little bit too much.
Yeah, so that kind of thing won't happen anymore.
I've started to do what you do, where you write down little things, little topics,
little ideas.
Yeah,
because we think of shit all throughout the week for the podcast. I mean, it's like we get here, like to record the podcast, and it's like, hey Ryan, 2 minutes in, got any ideas? Nope. It's like, all right, cool.
Yeah. So one of the things is I was watching Lars and the Real Girl again, like a second viewing, like probably like 2 weeks ago or so, and I started noticing something because I watched it when I was younger.
Yeah, I did too.
And so now watching it again, I noticed that I started taking the perspective of more of like the quote unquote normal people, like the brother and the wife of Lars. Like I started taking their side more instead of like Lars. Yeah, his.
Because when I was younger, I was always on his side when I watched it.
Yeah,
and it's like the normal people seem like the bad guys in a way.
Exactly.
I never thought of that. But that's weird.
But now it's not even like I'm on their side and Lars is a bad person. It's just like I see where they're coming from, and I'm wondering if like I go back and watch other movies where like the kids are like,
or when you watched it when you were
rebels.
younger.
Yeah, when I watched it when I was, or like someone's being like a rebel, or someone's like just being creative and they're being put down. Like I wonder if like I can catch any subtle, just kind of like, oh, I can kind of see
dude. Like
the other side.
if I watched Little Rascals now, I'd be like, fuck those kids. like you know, The Sandlot. It's like throwing baseballs around. Stop it.
Just leave the dog alone.
I know, exactly.
Who cares
Stop trying to
Ruth?
break into that man's property. But that's interesting because I guess when you're a kid, you know, you're more imaginative, and also when you're you're not as rooted in reality, or you're not as realistic about things as you are when you're an adult. So it's like that's why you took his side more when you saw it when you were younger, because you know weren't as like, it wasn't as relatable to be an adult and have to deal with adult situations like that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. It's interesting. Never thought of that.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing that up, Ryan.
I just thought,
Ryan, I'm gonna give you a sticker.
Oh,
and
boy.
It's a big shiny sticker, and it says "Good Podcast Discussion."
Is there glitter?
There is a little bit of glitter.
Is it a big sticker?
It's about the size of a quarter. A little circle says "Good Podcast Discussion," in a font that's similar to Comic Sans, but it's not. Well, you don't want it?
You said the size of a quarter?
Yeah, it's about the size of a quarter.
Yeah.
A quarter.
Yeah. You can save it for like you think with someone who deserves it more or something, I guess.
All right. I guess I'll give it to myself because I'm pretty good at this podcast thing. So let me just
what?
Peel it up. What? You want it now?
Yeah.
Oh, so now that I have the sticker that says "Good Podcast Discussion," you want it all of a sudden. You didn't want it before.
And there's your weekly sitcom lesson.
There you go. Scene. That's actually called something. That's called a dog in a manger syndrome, I think. It's like, I want to say that's what it's called, but that's when you don't want something until someone else has it.
Yeah.
Like babies have that really bad. You know, like a kid will have a ball and the other kid, no, like there'll be a ball and like the kid won't play with it until he sees another kid pick it up, and then it's like, I want it. Ah. I did that all the time as a kid with Thomas trains in my preschool class.
You and Thomas trains.
I remember I don't remember if I made a kid cry or if he made me cry. No, I think it was one of my best friends, and I think I made him cry because I would not give him the one that he wanted, even though it was the same. It was like the dog in a manger thing. It's like neither of us wanted it. And then as soon as I got it, he wanted it, and I made him cry like a little fucking bitch.
Yeah.
He fucking deserved it.
How old was he?
At the time, I don't know, 5.
Oh, he should grow up. He's being a little bitch at that
pussy.
point.
Little pussy. What, you want this Thomas train? You want to play with this one?
Well, no,
Sorry.
You're not gonna get it.
Fuck off,
You
dude.
can reach for it,
It's my
step
fucking
on
Thomas
him,
train.
crush him.
I'll fucking throw you into a wood chipper, you piece of shit.
Churn his bones to dust, dude.
Gross, dude. Like Fargo up in here.
Take a time machine and just pick him up.
Yep.
Walk up a flight of steps.
Good.
And drop him off a 3-story building.
You got it. You did it. You brought it around. It's good.
There you go. But anyways, I when you started talking about trains or whatever, did you ever like go to like Barnes and Noble and like sorry. Did you ever go to Barnes and Noble and have the magnetic trains that you would play with on that wooden set? Those were Thomas trains?
Yes.
Some of them
You never played with those?
Some
as
of
a
them
kid?
didn't have faces on them though.
Ah, they're fucking knockoff ones. But the Barnes and Noble that I grew up next to, in the kids section, on a little corner, that it was a big wall of Thomas
And
trains.
there was like a paint, like
Yep.
the painted
Yep.
shit.
And
like
then there'd be a
mural.
table that would be like a little town with the wooden train tracks with like bridges and like a windmill or a lighthouse, like a little oil station, and then like a shed for all the trains to go in with like a turntable.
I always tried to make it like as long as it like I would see how long I could get it and then how fast I could make that
Dude,
go.
I did that too, and it
to see
would
how
always
long
go
it
off
would
the
take
edge.
to fall off. Yeah,
But
dude, the kid. That's another moment of just maturity and like realizing you're at a different point in your life. Because there was a point in your life where you would just instinctively go right to the kids section and be like, "Where are the books? I want to look at these." Cool
Yeah, when
books.
did
Look
that
at-"
stop?
And then
What's the point? Like, what is? Because you know that there was one trip to the store when it
where
was
you just started looking
stopped.
at you started looking in other sections.
What
like
changed
the fiction and nonfiction?
Yeah, what changed between that trip and the last trip when you went straight to the kids section? What changed in between those trips?
I don't know. It's just I think the first book I read that was out of the kids section was I can't remember that actually, but I'd say one of the ones that brought me out of
Mein
the kids
Kampf?
section more was probably Aragon.
Aragon. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
that was too advanced for me.
I think I read that in middle school, and that was the first breadth of because like I would read stuff like Series of Unfortunate Events. I'd read other stuff like Harry Potter, but that's still considered like in the
the
kids
lower
section.
tier.
Like Harry Potter was in the kids section, and I know Aragon was for the longest time, but now Aragon is kind of like in just fantasy.
Dude, that book was too big for me. Like that
Dude,
that makes me sound
Eldest
like a
was
stupid
big.
shit. I was just like I didn't like reading that much. I still don't. Like if I get a good book I like reading, I just don't do it ever. But I read like 1 million words a day because I work online, so it's like all I do
Yeah.
is read.
I definitely read a lot more. See, like I read through Aragon, then I read Eldest, which is
It's a sequel.
yeah, and
It's got
then
the little hot dragon on the front.
and then Brissinger, I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the next one.
But I started reading that at the lunch table. Was it in middle school?
Fucking nerd.
No. I was in high school at this point because
Ah.
it took me a while to get back into like I was like, I guess I'll try out Brissinger. So I started reading half of it. And I'm like, oh wow. And then one of the people at the table was like, oh, you're reading that? And then he dropped the biggest spoiler, like a spoiler equal to, no, I am your father.
What? What's that from?
Star Wars.
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Yeah, fuck off. but it's like that kind of twist, and and it ruined the book. I couldn't read it afterwards because it just.
To throw it in the trash
I was like, fuck this.
with
It's-
your 20-cent chicken wings and carton milk.
But then another book. It was supposed to be a trilogy, and then fucking Christopher Paolini writes another fucking book
Piece of
called
shit.
Inheritance. It's called Inheritance. It's called the Inheritance series. Why do you have a book called Inheritance and the Inheritance series? Fuck it.
I don't know, dude.
Did there need to be a fourth book? Now I feel like I've missed out on half of this series because of
that
this
piece
asshole.
of shit spoiled it for you?
Yes.
Wow.
Like I only know half the story, and but like to me, it's like this big. It's thick. It's thick pages.
It's a
of
big
shit.
book, dude.
They're big fucking.
That's why I
books,
didn't
dude.
read them. It was too advanced for me. I was reading Arthur and shit when I was in middle school.
Were you? No, you weren't.
Yeah,
No,
dude.
you weren't. No, you weren't. You
Nah-
picked up a big
nah,
book.
dude.
You
Nah-
picked up a big.
nah,
fuck
dude,
you.
in ninth
you picked
grade-
Up a big book. Fuck off. In ninth grade, you were reading. You were
Nah,
like,
dude, listen.
You were reading.
Like ninth grade would be like silent reading time. Bust out that Berenstain Bears, dude.
Fuck off. You start reading like what is the trade cart kids or whatever
The
they're called?
boxcar
What are they
Dude,
called?
those were
Fucking the boxcar
I didn't
kids.
fucking read those because those were too big for me.
What,
read-
it's just like homeless children
yeah,
never
dude.
being able to find a home or something?
Did I fucking bust out that Junabe Jones goes to third grade? 11th grade book
Was
reports.
Junie B. Jones the mean girl?
I don't remember. She's
No,
a
who
little
was-
bitch that went to elementary school.
Junie B. Jones.
Do you remember
Brings me
fucking
back.
Cam Jansen or whatever?
Yeah.
She had like a photographic memory so she could solve crimes. And the Hardy Boys, I only read like 2 Hardy Boys books. Someone gave me a bunch of them when I was a kid, and I read like one where some man flies a plane over a barn or some shit, and then the other one had to do with a boat, and I didn't finish it.
Did you have this thing at your elementary school where they would publish like short little books you could write? Like they'd have the students, they could write a book, they'd send it in, and they could publish it. Like just kind of cheaply published. Like
No?
they looked bad, but it was hardcover and shit. And it was very thin.
Whoa.
I
No,
know.
I didn't have that.
My elementary school did that, and I have one, and it's back. I want to see if I can get my mom to find it and send it to me. It's called The Underwater Pyramid, and it is like,
Fuck, dude.
think of an elementary school student trying to be dark and like kind of like, oh, this is gonna blow their minds. But I read back, and it's like just violent, and it seems like I'd shoot a place up. Like you'd read that, and like this kid is going to kill somebody. He's gonna go take a bomb to a. Never mind.
Ryan,
Never mind. I
I
can't.
wake up every morning and already think that. Nothing's changed. No, I used to write books when I was a kid.
You come into my room, there's writing all over my walls. The Underwater Pyramid.
The underwater and like all these coordinate points and like
Yeah.
symbols and shit and like markings. No,
Written in Lego's blood.
Jesus. Your my elementary school teacher, one of them would make these little like hardcover books out of I don't know, like little pieces of leftover cardboard from the art department and some like what? What's so
like they give the art department their trash. Here, make some books out of this. I don't know. You can do something with it. Like it's like, ugh, this is trash.
like the
to us.
boxes that the frozen patties for like the cafeteria come in?
Did they pat your art teacher on the head and go, "Now go have fun with those"?
No,
Like, when they were
dude.
giving it to 'em?
Like, listen to this. I would write these books. Usually they were themed after Thomas the Tank Engine or like tugboats or some trains. Usually always trains or spies. And
Spy trains.
no, not spy
Dude,
trains.
they missed out in Cars 2. If they included spy trains, you'd be all
Dude,
up
I never
on that
saw
shit.
Cars 2 because I thought it was dumb.
It was awful.
But it had
was so bad. It was so bad.
You looked so like forlorn when you said that. Just like it's awful.
Can I just take a side road here real quick?
Yeah, yeah.
The reason that is because before that, Pixar could do no wrong. In my eyes, I was like, Pixar, name one bad Pixar movie. Come on, you can't. And all of a sudden that comes out, and I start hearing reviews, and I start kind of getting the feeling like, oh, this is bad. And I'm older at this point. And so then I take me and my friends to go see, like, let's go see Cars 2, see if it's actually bad. And fucking hell, it's a straight to DVD movie.
It's that bad.
It's you want to watch it?
Yeah, but I dude, it can't be that bad.
Or maybe I'm remembering it worse than it is because I had high expectations because it was Pixar.
Yeah.
Maybe that's something.
No, dude,
Maybe
Pixar-
that's something you and I could go back to at some point and give our thoughts.
Yeah,
on
absolutely.
in
but-
a certain something that may come out in the future. Who knows?
But no, Pixar has made bad movies before that.
When since Cars?
No, they made
when before Cars 2?
Uncle Sam Nukes the Jazz.
Fuck off!
What if Pixar made that?
Uncle Sam, what?
Nukes the Jabs.
Nukes the Jabs.
What if they did that? Like, how shocked would you be if we go see a movie next week and we're just sitting there with like popcorn and the trailers start up and it's like this beautiful animation and then like a blinding like explosion and it's like Disney Pixar presents Uncle Sam Nukes the Jabs.
It's just like straight out of World War II racist propaganda.
yeah, but just animated by Pixar.
What, man?
That'd be amazing for historical purposes, not for the racism. That'd be very racist.
Like,
and I
if-
probably should retract my statement saying that would be amazing.
Dude, they're you better watch out. The Wall Street Journal is.
Yeah, dude, they're going to write an article about these two highly successful and funny YouTubers just said something racist. That's what they'd write about us. What are you doing? Did you just pull a huge thread out of that pillow?
It's one of those moments where
Ryan.
you're pulling thread out and you don't realize how long it is, and then you're like,
These are
oh, I gotta-"
designer pillows.
No, they're not.
Do you look at this shit? Do you think this... Ryan, this was probably more than your entire high school education. It's a
Well,
nice fucking pillow. It's got a bunch of colors in it and different threads, and you just pulled like 6 inches of thread out of that bad boy. I'm going to tell someone.
Speaking of threads,
Threads? What about threads?
What about those sick threads, dude?
Did you have something to say?
No, I was just taking you off of the pillow.
Oh, speaking of threads, no, there is something. We on
What?
Twitter we said we started a little thread just saying like, hey, ask us questions.
and instigate a fight between us.
Absolutely. So now we have some questions from Twitter we've never looked at until right now, and I guess we'll pass. We'll look at our phones. Let's pick one. Okay. Christian Senef says, "Y'all mind if I support trans rights?" You go ahead, Christian. You bad boy.
We support trans rights.
I support the rights of all, except
for pygmies.
No, sure. Is that type of person? What's a pygmy?
It's just a short little form of something.
It's a short little
like they have
person?
pygmy hippos.
Yeah, but are there pygmy people?
This is gonna sound horrible.
Oh, here we go.
But in my head, when I picture pygmies, yep, they're actually people. Okay, good. I was right. I thought I was so racist. At first, I'm like, when I think of pygmies, I think of like, kind of, I can't.
Do you want to whisper to my ear? Are you scared the Wall Street Journal is going to come after you?
Pygmies.
What? All right, let's move on.
Wait, but pig is a member of ethnic culture whose average height is unusually short. Anthropologists define pygmy as a member of any group where adult men are on average less than. But it's saying everyone, but every picture is of
African villages.
African villages.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What? Pygmy peoples, ethnic group.
Is there a group? There might be a group. Wait,
it says it's an ethnic group.
Ethnic group means that it's a group of people from Africa somewhere.
So they're just short African people?
Dude, I have no earthly idea. Let us know in the comments, everyone.
Tell us what a pygmy is and why pygmy animals exist.
Ooh, I got another good one, Ryan.
What?
Says, "Are you ever going to make shirts /merch/whatever?"
We're really trying to. It's just hard to set up.
It's hard. It's surprisingly hard. But that is actually something that we've been talking about with our little manager man Brent about getting that stuff set up so we can get some shirts and maybe some pins. And one of the big things we want to start selling is posters and prints for everyone. And if we do that, we'd love to like sign them all before you buy them, so you can get like a signed poster online or something.
Yeah.
But I think we definitely want to do the backdrop of our podcast as a poster. And then we have some other ideas based on different things. But yeah, thank you for that question.
I got another one.
Yeah.
What did you expect you'd be doing as a career at this age?
At this age?
And like, go back 2 years before this. I guess go back 3 years for you. Where did you think your life was going? Where did you think you'd be at this point?
Okay. So I was in college, and my goal was I was going to minor in Japanese, and then I wanted to go after college to Japan to teach English to Japanese kids.
Mm-hmm.
That was like what I wanted to do for like several years at that point. So I was really dedicated to like becoming fluent in Japanese and taking like business classes and stuff so I could maybe like work over there while I was teaching English or something. And I was really dedicated to that. And then I guess because I met my friend Jackson, I started doing YouTube again. And then next thing you know, I met some people, and here I am now.
Look at you.
Yeah, real nice.
For me, it's a little more kind of like unplanned. I didn't know. Like, I guess 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I was like, that's back when Syndigo was super small.
Yeah.
So like, I thought, I'd have fun with Syndigo. Daniel and I would have like this one section of just, Syndigo in South Carolina, and then it would fizzle out, and he'd go on to do like big music shit because he was so fucking talented, and I would just start picking up freelance stuff and living in South Carolina because I never dreamed, I guess, that I would actually make it out here when I was younger. Like
I never imagined actually even like going to California for vacation. Yeah, it just seems so far away.
And it's like just thinking like, they do film a lot of films in like North Carolina and Atlanta and stuff. So I'd probably have to move. So I would probably have moved there and try to get a job or something with that side.
You could work
of
at like a call center.
industry.
Maybe you could work at a call center and just be that person that calls houses all day.
My cousin had to do that. For health insurance, he had to call people's houses.
God, that sounds awful.
He said it was because like he'd be calling people's like health insurance or whatever, and they'd be dead, and he'd be like, so basically it would be like, hello, yeah, I'm just checking in on Dean's health insurance. Oh, Dean passed away last week.
Good. Hangs up.
She just goes, yeah, it was pretty good.
Finally. Let's see. This person asks, can you make talking show longer? No, because yep.
But we can make the super mega cast longer.
Yeah, because actually these episodes are going to be much longer now because we realize it's like from the beginning we wanted them to be about like 45 minutes to an hour, and then we're like, wait, why are we making 30-minute episodes now? Fuck. So then we decided podcasts are good.
Should
if
be a
they're
bit
over an hour.
longer.
Should be
More
about
near
an
an
hour.
hour, I guess. Got one. Who's your favorite Pokemon? Mine is Scyther.
Oh, dude, fucking me too. But I'll pick a different one just for the question. My second favorite. This is weird. People are gonna be like, what? Why? I really like Nose Pass.
Nose Pass.
He's always been one of my favorite. He looks like a big like. Remember in elementary school? Like if you stayed after school, you'd see the janitor pushing like some big weird machine to like clean the floors.
Yeah.
That's what it was. It was pretty much one of those things.
Oh, he's
See?
pretty cool. He's pretty cool.
Yeah,
looking.
I like him a lot. And then I like the unevolved version too, but I don't remember what it's called. Wow.
There you have it. Or I don't know. Scyther's tied with Red Gyarados just because I creamed my shorts so many fucking times just thinking about Red Gyarados when I was smaller.
What a sentence.
I was smaller and my dick was smaller.
Wow, a lot of really funny questions, implying that you and I are in a relationship.
Oh, those are
That's
funny.
a good joke.
It's not like we're gonna skip them and not pay them any mind.
Oh wow. Man, some of these profile pictures, Ryan.
Okay, Matt. Here's a question for you that I think you could answer.
Yeah, lay it on me. Have we thought about playing any Zelda games? All right. So we want to do a lot more series now, as you know, and Zelda games I like Zelda games a lot. I'm not like by any means a huge Zelda fan, like hardcore Zelda fan, and Ryan has actually never played any Zelda game.
I've never played all the way through. I've played like a fourth of Ocarina of Time and half of Wind Waker.
Yeah, so we have actually considered. Let us know in the comments if you want to see this. One of the upcoming series, like maybe a few games from now, would be Link's Awakening for Game Boy Color. It's my favorite Zelda game. I've beaten it twice already. I think it's a fantastic game, great story, great music,
Made
really
you
fun
cry like a
challenge.
little bitch.
It made me cry. A Game Boy Color game made me cry when I first played it. It's got a fantastic, just everything all about it. So if you guys want to see us do that game or maybe another Zelda game, let us know what you want to see, and we would definitely be open to playing a Zelda game. So
Okay.
you're welcome.
There you go.
That was the grossest sip I've ever taken of a drink.
No, it was pretty hot, dude.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how cute is my little brother?
Let me see him.
Looks like he's got a big case of the down.
Oh my god! You can't keep that.
Please
in.
keep that in.
I can't.
Please
I
keep that
can't
in.
keep that in.
Just move like instantly.
You're making fun of a kid. You know what happened to Leafy for that shit?
He doesn't actually look like he's got a case of the downs. Not at all. He doesn't look like that at all. I was just saying that. I know your brother does not look like he has a case of the downs. He's a beautiful little boy.
Would it matter if he did?
Well, yeah, because it would be different if I'm making fun of him if he looks like it. Why you give me that look?
I don't know. Did you ever take Ding Dong to see Medea? No,
we didn't,
no.
unfortunately.
We need to rent a big bundle of Medea movies and have a Medea marathon with good old Ding Dong and Julian.
Oh god, dude, I'd fucking love that. We got to get those boys over here. They're like some of our best friends now. They're very nice boys. And we're going to have them on the podcast at some point, and we're going to do more series with them down the road. So, if you like the four of us together, then get excited. I got a question, Ryan.
What?
It says, what would I need to do to make you guys say yes, 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 and Daddy likes again, like the good old times? Guys, we hate that saying. We on the way over here, we were in the car and it was just like silence. And like we're just driving, it's nighttime, it's just kind of quiet, we're just driving, not anything being said. And Ryan just goes, God, why did we think yes, 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 Daddy likes was funny?
I seriously don't know how he ever thought it was funny.
I don't either. I was watching an old video the other night and we were saying it, and I was just like, why is it funny?
This isn't even that long ago, Matt. This isn't that long ago.
I know, it's not even a year ago. It wasn't funny.
It's so shitty and cringy and unfunny, and I hate that we did that. I think we started doing it ironically, and then we got into a rhythm of it, but fuck us.
I think we did it because we were like making fun of those like kind of like fans on Twitter that are like, Daddy, oh yeah, like over enthusiastic. So it became like this like thing, and then like it really caught on. And like when I go to so the song we used to use for the outro music, I went to the video the other day, and like every fucking comment
Oh
was
my
yes,
God.
yes, yes, daddy likes.
Here's the thing. I'm not like angry about that. I'm legitimately sad. I feel bad that if the artist or anybody that's into that music goes to that video, like
I see a wall of cringe.
music isn't of itself a different. It's different than what we're doing. That's art. Like what they're doing. Like there's a passion involved with that. There's just so much to do. It has nothing to do with us. It's on a separate level.
And then because we used it, and like I guess people went and they spammed that fucking comment section with yes, 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 daddy likes, and like shitty memes like that. So it like overshadowed that dude's song, like his work. So when he goes and sees his video, or when other people go to check it out, it's overshadowed by like this cringy like catchphrase that we used to say. Which sucks because like that makes me embarrassed kind of, and it also makes me just feel bad for the artist because Macross is genuinely like an amazing musician, like an amazing musical artist, and I hate that he probably thinks we're a little weird now.
The attention of that video should solely be on his music, and maybe one little thread of came here because the guys from Super Mega mentioned me. Love your stuff. Like that is acceptable.
Yeah, that's great, but
that's fine.
If I say I like a song and then like I go listen to it and I look in the comments and I see yes, 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 daddy likes, or like who's here because of Matt? It's like I don't even really care who's here because of Matt. It's more of just like the kind of cringy like, oh, goofy let's player sitting here.
It's taking a let's player joke. Like it was a joke, a running fucking shitty gag at the time, and it's just when you do that and put it on, I don't know, it's this thing of where you put it on art. Like what Macross does is really cool, and I respect it.
Yeah. And it's like I understand the struggle of being a musician. You want your work to be known, but it's like I don't know. I would feel shitty if I made a song and then every single comment was about some like goofy YouTube channel that used the music, so then it's just them throwing out their catchphrases, because then it's like no one's here to appreciate my music. Everyone's here to circle jerk over a catchphrase.
That comment section is not dedicated to that video, and I feel like it should. It does not matter that we brought you guys to that video, and it's cool that you in a way want to have this gathering of people that all like the same thing or searched up the same video and ended up in the same place, and it's very communal, and I understand that. But there's no reason to spam someone's comment section with trash that has nothing to do with their content.
Guys, I feel like sometimes we gotta be, we gotta talk to the kids and tell them we gotta be parents.
No, we can't. No, because then we go back to the whole thing where we're like daddies.
No, fuck, I can't do anything. Because it's like, oh, you guys are my daddies. It's like, God, Jesus Christ.
Why is that a thing? Why is daddy like a big thing?
I don't know.
Like
we fucking help perpetrate it a little bit, so that whole meme culture I'm so out of touch with. It's just like,
and that's our fault because we're getting older, and maybe that's actually funny. Like legitimately, maybe that is funny, and we're just out of fuck it. No, it's not. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep it up.
Like that Tumblr, like you tweet something and then it's just like all lowercase. No,
like, I know.
Or like dead me. It's like, God, stop it.
It's just
Anyway, guys, that's enough. You've now gotten. We're stepping off the milk carton, not the fucking milk carton.
The milk carton.
The soapbox. We're stepping off our soapbox for this podcast.
Get this milk off my shoes.
We got our little ranting out about our fans, which we hate so much. No, we absolutely love everyone for supporting us, watching our videos. We're talking specifically to the people that do that annoying stuff.
We know that a large portion of people aren't like that because a large portion of the people that watch the videos don't comment, and there's a ratio. There's
nothing wrong with people that do comment.
No,
we're not saying
no,
like if you comment you're
it's
bad
It's just that there's a demographic that we're not getting, and
like they're there. We're just not seeing them.
Yeah,
because they don't comment and they don't. And
so it's just to that minority, the loud minority.
Yes, it's small, the small loud minority. We're talking to you. Please stop. Please
have respect for other people's stuff.
You are embarrassing us.
Well, more than that, just as I said, respect other people's stuff.
Absolutely.
If it's someone making music especially, and maybe they don't care, but that's not the point. The point is focus on the video. Maybe share some things you like about the sound. What do you like about that video? What do you like about the music?
Man, I'm here because Matt and Ryan told me to share something positive about the music.
Oh
No.
God.
Yeah, but guys, seriously, like we love our audience. We love all you guys. We're just talking to the few people that do that annoying shit. So everyone else, thank you. We love you. You're amazing. Mwah. But also when we were in the car, I just remember this. We were driving. We're at an intersection and turning right, and there was a woman turning left, like right. That we went right by
With her tiny like toy poodle.
Yeah, just sitting like stuck out the window,
Or
and I
whatever
thought
the fuck that is. It's a small.
it was a
fucking
small
though.
dog, and I just thought of how funny it would be. Well, it wouldn't be fun. Well, yeah, it'd be
It would
funny.
be
Like
funny.
just if we just as we were driving by, we just snatched the dog
Out of the window.
and just put it in our car. Like, what would she do? How funny that would be.
Like, because we're not giving it back at that point.
No, we're driving
Like,
the opposite direction.
No, we're keeping the dog.
Like, how shocked would you be? You're just sitting there with your dog in the car, and some dude turning next to you just reaches out and just whoop.
What if she looked out of the like rear view mirror and she saw just this like kind of stuffed animal looking thing just flipping up in the air and then falling to the ground?
Oh God, that's funny animal abuse.
PETA, come at me.
Oh my God, but I don't know why I remembered that. That was just funny to me. Snatching someone's dog while you drive by.
Guess who can finally drink now?
Oh yeah, I'm 21. But anyway, we got more questions from Twitter.
Like, for example, here's a question. Do you ever play games in your downtime, or do you get kind of sick of it? I don't think doing Let's Plays has made me not want to game. In fact, it's weird. That portion of time where we were just playing bad games, I purposely went out of my way to go back and play games I enjoyed. Like, I downloaded Destroy All Humans, and I think I started playing like Halo games and stuff like that.
I played Chrono Trigger.
See, it's like, I don't know. It doesn't, you'll always enjoy video games because gaming, it's not just one single activity. Each game has its own feel. Like,
Yeah.
it's a movie. You're either in the mood for a Western or a comedy or an action.
Let's say you're not in the mood for a Western, and it's like, all right, you got to sit down and watch a Western. It's like, yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That's why, like, playing games we didn't want to play that we just thought would be good for the channel wasn't very fun. But now we're actually playing the games we want when we're in the mood for them, so we're so much more happy about it. How many pairs of basketball shorts does Ryan own?
I'd say over 10.
Over Really?
Let me think.
You have over 10 pairs of basketball shorts?
I have okay, not over 10, but at most 10 and at least 8
Okay.
or 7. At least 7, at most
Wow.
10.
Awesome, dude. I'm very proud of you. You need a little... All right, I'm going to give you another sticker now, Ryan.
Oh,
From the same sheet as the one that said good podcast conversation. This one
Okay.
says good basketball shorts. All right?
okay.
Here you go. Stick that right there.
Can you give me it?
Just put it on your shirt, right on your chest.
It's not sticking too well.
No, just gotta hit it.
There's lint on the back of it. It looks like it's
Okay,
been used before.
No, peel the lint off and then slap it on your chest.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Am I looking good?
Yeah, you look real good with that sticker.
Thank you.
Have we ever formally just said we're not gay?
Yeah, we're not gay.
Have we ever just come out and just put that rumor to rest? We're not gay?
I don't think so, but we're not.
Cool.
Wouldn't be a problem if we were.
No. It's
Does
because
it-
we joke like that people think we're gay.
I don't know.
No, but no,
Maybe.
for the record, we're not gay.
Who knows?
Ryan, stop it. Stop. All right, here's one. It says, at Super Mega, if you had to kill one person from Game Grumps, who would it be? Vernon. Yeah, definitely Vernon.
Okay. Would you consider live streaming regularly, possibly in the future?
Yeah, live streaming is something we've wanted to do since, like, we started the channel. We've just never gotten around to it, but it's something we do want to do still.
Yeah, I think we're gonna probably try to get a few more things off the ground for Super Mega, and then we're gonna start with live streaming.
Yeah.
So look forward to that, I guess.
Woo!
Maybe. Woo! Okay. Opinions on Cookout? Do they have it in South Carolina?
Oh my
Have you ever?
God.
Dude, I miss Cookout.
Cookout. Every time I go back to South Carolina, it's like the blood coursing through my veins.
I
Is
know.
Cookout.
It's Cookout and Waffle House are the two kind of
Yes.
late night places to go.
Oh my God, that is it. Every time I go to South Carolina, it's Waffle House and Cookout. Two incredible restaurants that makes me sad that the rest of the country doesn't have them. But I know Cookout won't spread to the rest of the country. It's only in the South because it's a very Christian restaurant. They have
Oh really?
yeah, the cups have Bible verses on them. Like,
Oh, wow.
Did you know Cookout was one of those restaurants?
No.
Like Chick-fil-A type.
I had no idea.
Like they make incredible. It's like Chick-fil-A and Cookout. They're both those super Christian places. And they make incredible food.
I wouldn't say like Cookout's food is incredible, but
Dude,
like,
I love Cookout.
but it's like in that moment, it's the best food you could possibly have at that time.
Oh my God, yeah, it is. Yeah, perfect. It's so cheap too.
Oh yeah,
I got like myself and someone else a meal, and it was like $9 for the whole thing.
I like their quesadillas.
And that was just some questions from Twitter. If we didn't answer yours, oops.
Sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, so as you know, our podcast is back, and it's not the only thing that's back. There's something else that's back. What's back, Ryan? Or should I say, who's back, Ryan?
Ming.
Ming, the one, the only, the hot, juicy piece of ass Ming.
I ain't got no love for the summer. Got a cigarette?
Yeah, that's Ming.
Did I tell you what she told me?
What'd she
Like,
tell you?
She was just like, "Hey, do you got anything for me?" I'm like, and I'm like,
Some penis?
I'm like, I said no. She just goes, "Come on, you like my dad? You give me stuff I ask for, right?" I'm like, no.
She said that to you?
Yes.
Come on, you're like my dad. You give me stuff I ask for, right?
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with her?
I don't know. She just says weird shit. And
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, let me give it some context. In episode 21 of Super Mega Cast, which this is episode 32, this was 4 months ago, we talked about a lovely lady named Ming who exists in an alleyway close to where we live. An alleyway that Ryan and I like to go to sometimes.
Frequent.
Because it's just a nice little spot, nice peaceful little spot.
to hang out and chill.
But, okay, so then there's this homeless woman that has started existing in the alleyway.
She just appered out of
I think
thin
she
air.
did, dude. I think she did.
She just started
She fucking
existing in
she
the
warped
alley.
in. She fucking warped in. And because she disappeared. Anyway,
she just, like,
yeah.
zaps out of reality.
She's a homeless woman that does nothing but scream, take her shoes off and throw them, harass you. If you drive by in your car, she'll get right up next
She
to the
gave
car
you a
as you
creepy
drive.
smile.
Oh yeah, and she'll give you a creepy smile and like flail her arms out like behind her and start yelling. No matter what time of the day it is, we can drive by this alleyway at 2 in the morning.
I've seen her chase after cars before.
Yeah, she's standing up and screaming to herself. But we talked about her in episode.
I sent you a Snapchat from when I was like on the roof, zooming down.
Yeah, you were zooming in on her, just like what was she doing? She was like doing sit-ups or something. I don't remember. But like, yeah. So
she was. I'm remembering that now.
she was like going up. I don't know. And I already know all the comments like, oh, she's a homeless woman. You're making fun of a homeless person. Fuck you. It's like, no, we're telling stories about the encounters we've had with this specific woman, who also happens to. I don't.
Well, what are you gonna? What are they gonna do? Take her in? Hey, anybody that wants to take in Ming.
Yeah, and you're not even
Email
doing
us.
anything for homeless people right now. Do you donate? No, probably, or maybe you do. I don't
There's
know.
gonna be one
Probably.
person that goes, "I donate and I speak for everyone in the comment section."
Yeah, probably. But anyway, so like, Ming disappeared shortly after we made the podcast about her, which was like episode 21. She just vanished out of the alleyway because we saw the cops lurking on her a few times.
Oh yeah.
But just one day she was just gone.
We saw him walking up to her one time.
Yeah. She was just gone one day. And we're like, oh, I guess she's roamed off somewhere else, but she'll be back. Next day she's gone. Next day she's gone. And after like a couple weeks go by and we're like, wow, have you seen Ming? No, I haven't. Her name is Ming. We didn't come up with that. Another homeless person told Ryan that her name was Ming. So, yeah, anyway. We're just like, oh, she's gone.
The homeless guy that sang to me, that likes to sing to me.
The guy that said, can I sing you a song? And also asked if you had crystal meth.
Yep.
And said that he was high on meth.
Yes.
All right. We got a good group of friends, don't we?
We do.
No, but Ming, those people aren't around unless Ming's around. She brings them, and that's the problem. She brings like big groups of like really loud, like harassing people.
It's mainly her though. She's like the not even leader. She's kind of like
She
their
can't lead
mascot.
anything.
She's more of a mascot.
Yeah, like a poster child for
Yeah.
these guys. But anyway, she was gone for a few months. So I guess Ryan, we eventually forgot about her completely. The only time I ever thought about her was when I would like go through our videos and see the title Ming, and I'm like, oh yeah, Ming. So I'm assuming what happened was she went to jail.
Yeah.
She was in jail for a few months, and then just recently, like a week or two ago, we're driving through the fucking alley, and who's there? Ming, just back at her old spot, and we're just no way. What?
Like, no.
Is that her?
No.
And we drive by, and we knew it was her because she immediately starts making faces and doing shit with her arms. We're like, it's her. Yeah, she was yelling at us.
But she doesn't say word. Okay, maybe she did.
That one time,
Where you get away with your
there's that one time she just yelled, "I ain't got no love for this
I
city."
know. It's just
That was
like,
so deep.
I ain't got no love for this city.
And Ryan and I just looked at each other and we're just like, "Damn, wow, that's deep."
But there's a new member to the crew.
There is a new member to the crew. Actually, I've only seen him once.
I've
but-
seen him a while. He's starting to bike more around our area.
All right.
He rides a little bike, like a. It looks like a.
He rides a little bike.
He does.
That
It's
fits
like
with-
a small little bike.
All right, so this is another guy.
It's
He
kind of
looks
like a teen bike. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
for
like a young
13-year-olds.
bike.
Yeah.
A young bike. He looks like a clown without makeup. He's bald, except these two big fucking poofs of hair on each side of his head, and he's short, like Danny DeVito kind of looking.
He wears like.
He's terrifying
He wears,
looking.
he wears like very baggy pants, and his name's right now is Bozo.
We just
Because
call him
we don't know
Bozo.
his name yet. I'm not gonna call him just some homeless guy. I'm gonna give him a name.
Yeah,
But
have
so
a little
far it's-
respect. Give him a name.
Yeah, so far, dude. If he rides by me and be like, hey man, be like, hey dude, what's up? And then I'll just ask for his name and then we'll have it.
Honks his nose and speeds off on his little kid's bike. I didn't know he rode a children's bike, and that's something that clowns do. You know?
His name's Bozo. He does when you said you were like,
Oh, yeah, you were
like, what did you say? You asked me a question.
Okay, you were out in the alleyway, and I was driving somewhere, and I drove by, and I saw you, and you kind of like motioned over, like, look, they're all over there, and I drove by, and as I drove by, Ming put her face really close to the car and yelled something, and then I saw Bozo. Well, I saw this guy, and I said,
his name's Bozo.
yeah, I mean, you came up with Bozo. It fits.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to call him the clown. But I drove by, and he looks at me with this kind of weird, creepy face. And then I called you right after, while you were still like 20 feet from them. And I said, Ryan, who's that clown-ass looking guy with it?
You're like, who's the clown? I mean, who's the guy that looks like a clown?
Because he looks like a clown.
And it took me a minute to realize. I look over and I'm like, oh, he does look like a clown.
You know what else it is? He's got a very round, jolly little face.
Yes.
Like it's a very plump little round face, and
Dude, if
his
he was-
nose. He's got a round little like cherry nose, so it's like a perfect like.
He looks like one of the guys that if he was lower middle class, gained a little bit of weight, he'd be a perfect mall Santa. Because he has that like kind of round nose.
He's too
and
young right now,
big
though.
cheeks.
Yeah, but he does have that round nose, big cheeks for
Yeah.
sure. And it looks like you just walk up one day and just give him a little honk, and like little like maybe flowers would like come out of his jacket or like
Spray
a little,
water at us.
What
Spray Ming's piss water at us.
That's my piss,
What are you doing?
dude. I ain't got no love for these titties.
What was that? What was she throwing around that one time?
Fucking gummy snacks.
She was throwing around and put
She had a box of like one of those
Welch's
Costco.
gummy. She
It
had a
was-
box of Welch's gummy snacks.
Yeah, it was like it wasn't Welch's. It was like one of those like Costco Kirkland's
Okay.
value
yeah,
packs
yeah.
of gummy snacks.
Like a Costco like big pack.
Yeah,
How would
where-
she have a Costco?
I don't know, dude. Like she might not have nothing except a Costco membership.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop coughing while I'm talking.
Fuck off.
But she had this big fucking box of fruit snacks, which, no, did she eat them? No, she didn't eat them. She ripped them all open and threw them all over the ground, which cars drive over. So we just go out one day and there's like a trillion little red dots all over the ground because she always puts shit out for cars to run over.
Dude,
What?
I just thought of something that I forgot until now. One time I was out in the alley just chilling, maxing, relaxing, looking all cool. And I look over, and where Ming is sitting, there's like this little, it looks like a little kid drink. I'm like, what is she drinking? Because she was gone. And
We
I'm like,
check out her spot every now and then when
Yeah.
she's not there because it's always got something interesting.
So I'm just, we never fuck with shit. We always just look.
No, I don't touch it.
Yeah. So we respect her space. So I was looking around, and it wasn't a drink. It was like bubbles, like blowing bubbles. It's not. She wasn't, of course, drinking it, but she.
Are you sure about that?
But she was, I guess, playing with bubbles. Then I looked inside. There were like 3 kind of burnt up kind of cigarette butts, and then like a joint.
Dude.
in a thing of bubbles, and there were still like bubbles in there, and it had the little thing that you use to blow the bubbles.
Yeah,
in.
that's a Ming
So she
cocktail.
wasn't ditching that shit.
That's a
That's a
Ming-
Ming,
that's a Ming cocktail.
cocktail.
You ever had one? Yeah, but
Gotta put a little herb in that.
I just remember one time we went over there at nighttime and no one was around, but there was a big fucking. Do you remember there was a massive splatter on the wall, like a big
Yes.
orange splatter,
Yes.
like a Nickelodeon logo splatter, like the Nickelodeon logo on a wall. And I'm like, what the fuck
That's
is
a
this?
Nickelodeon intro. Is just Ming
You
just
hear her
fucking
scream?
water balloon shitting onto the wall. Just a big smack and splat.
It's like, Nick. I ain't got no love for this city. And it shows the logo. But like Bozo the Clown pops up.
There was
Hey!
caution tape in her area one time.
When she disappeared. When
Yeah.
she finally disappeared. The last time we ever saw her. The day after she disappeared.
There's a shit ton of trash.
And a bunch of caution tape. Just like police tape wrapping off her area. And now she's back. And I don't know. She had to have gotten out of jail and then just come back. That's all I can think.
She
But
escapes jail and always goes to the same alleyway. And the cops are like, we'll give her a few days. Just
yeah,
let
then we'll
her."
go get her. We'll let her bother those YouTube guys.
I'm not trying. Okay, the best way I can describe Ming, I guess the way she looks like, she really does. She looks and acts like Crazy Eyes from Orange is the New Black.
I haven't seen. Oh yeah, I have. That is her. Oh my god.
Right?
That's her.
Like this, yeah, like her movements and just kind of like the way she talks and shit.
She's casting spells out there, dude. I'm telling you right now.
But yeah, sorry, I made that connection. I'm like, oh, who does she remind me of? Oh yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Ming is a character, and I guess we'll start giving weekly updates on our podcast about her. So make sure you keep tuning in. Part of me really wants to. Piece of shit.
Sorry, what?
Part of me really wants to, like, next time we see her, I kind of want to interview her, like with like my phone or something, and then like premiere it on the podcast.
I've talked to homeless people before. You can get interesting conversations, but she's the type that just doesn't want a conversation. She just wants to.
She wants a cigarette.
She wants a cigarette. She wants sometimes a lighter.
Sometimes a kiss. She wanted a kiss that one time, remember? And you gave her a big kiss right on the lips.
Yeah, I said no cigs, but I'll give you a kiss.
And she said, "All right." But that's Ming for you. I'm excited for future encounters with her. We'll make sure no matter whatever happens with Ming, we'll keep you guys updated. But speaking of other like people, we had some problems in our apartment with like my shower was leaking.
No, dude, tell the story when the guy was coming in to fix our shit.
That's what I am.
Okay.
That's the story I'm telling. Like my sink was leaking, my shower was leaking, our AC wasn't working quite right, so we had to call the maintenance guy. And he was like coming. He's like, I'll be there later in a few days or so.
That's what he said.
In a few days or so. So one morning we wake up, we're getting ready for work, and like I get up and I'm getting dressed, and I hear like, I thought it was because every morning Ryan has to go take his dog out to use the bathroom. So I hear the door open, and I thought it was Ryan. Sorry.
God, why do you throw up in your mouth?
I'm not throwing my. I'm burping, so I'm drinking this. So I hear the door open. I'm in my room with the door shut, and I hear the front door open, and I think that it's Ryan coming back in with his dog. So I was like, "You're gay!" loudly, and I heard like kind of a muffled like response, and I thought it was Ryan just doing like a goofy, maybe a goofy Middle Eastern voice. So again, I went, "You're gay!" And that's just when I hear, "I'm here to fix the sink," and I'm just like, "Oh
Oh my
shit!"
god.
I called our maintenance guy gay twice, and then he responded the first time, and then I called him gay again.
He was unbuckling his pants, going,
Oh yes, I'm here for the
"Are you
service."
fucking our maintenance man?"
And the conversations we have on this podcast.
Do you think how long do you think you could hide the fact that you're fucking the maintenance man from me? Like,
Well,
you're fucking him every week.
I wouldn't
multiple
fuck a
times
man
week.
in to begin with.
No, but I'm saying
if I
how
had
long-
to, it would be our maintenance man.
yeah. How long do you think you could keep that a secret from me being your roommate?
I'd just wait until you're gone, and I'd just put in a service request, and he would service me.
How do you
That's
know that I
simple.
wouldn't come back and walk in?
I would just act. Oh, he's just here to fix the sink.
But he'd be naked and you'd be fucking him.
You're not gonna walk in on me fucking the maintenance.
How do you
man.
know? Like, the door's probably gonna be unlocked.
I would lock my bedroom door if I was planning on having sex with another man in my room.
Why? Then my question would be, why are you in your room with the door locked with the maintenance man?
Do you ever try to open my door handle when I'm in my room and the door's shut? So you wouldn't know it's locked.
No, but why would you close yourself up with the maintenance man in the first place?
Fuck, that's a good point. I don't know. Maybe I would just have to.
Just hide him in your closet until I go into my room, and then you just tell him to leave.
Yeah, and just be like, oh yeah, he's been here the whole time. Dude, I'm gonna start putting in service requests, like fake maintenance requests under your name. So he's coming like every single day.
He comes at like 6 in the morning.
Like I'm gonna put some crazy like I'm gonna start hitting on him like as your name like we're putting like little like flirty little like things in the maintenance request like pipes need plumbing.
It's
Hope
like
you can take a look, winky face.
It's like, you can come in if you want. I'll be sleeping. You'll know it's my room because there'll be a red rose planted at the base of the door.
And just start fucking with you, and you don't even know I'm doing this.
No.
But then every time
We
you
get
see
evicted because of sexual harassment.
every time you guys see each other, he would just feel very uncomfortable, and you would have no idea. You just have no idea that in this man's mind, you're a homosexual that's coming on to him and trying to like.
My kind smile would come across as a ravenous homosexual.
Like, you know it, and I know it too, type of thing.
Yeah.
And you could just be like, come on in and fix my shower. I might take a shower while you're fixing it to make sure it works. Don't worry about seeing my private parts.
I don't mind.
And then finally, I'll just put one in. It's like, I need you to stuff my pipes. And he'll just be like, what if like one day he actually? What if I did this and he shows up and tries to fuck you?
God, what if he shows up in like a little tuxedo and shit? He's like
A little.
and he hands me a card and it goes, I like you, do you like me? Check yes, check no.
No, what if
There's a little one that like you can barely see that says maybe because he just wants a definite answer.
Ryan, you're gonna be in your room one day and he's gonna be like messing with your AC and like it's gonna be
I'm
one of
gonna
those.
wake up to him stroking my cock.
No, it's gonna be you're gonna keep making eye contact with him like over and over, and it's gonna be like, why do we keep making eye contact? And finally, like he's gonna finish like fixing the pipe and slowly turn to you and just be like, hey, and then like he starts unbuckling his pants because he thinks you're ready, so he just starts undoing his pants and like getting ready to like fuck you, and then like you would just be so shocked, wouldn't you?
Would I be shocked if our maintenance man came in to do a job and then tried to fuck me? Would I be surprised by that? No,
Yes.
of course not. Why?
I mean, that's
What is there to be
like.
surprised about?
I mean, it's kind of the routine, thing that
They
happens.
say you wish upon a star.
I made a wish and it did come true. I wish the maintenance man would come fuck me every now and then when he's fixing the shower or the air conditioning.
Cleaning? Is he a woman now?
Yeah. Well, I thought that when he said like I'm here to fix the sink or whatever, I thought that it was you doing like a dumb
Ooh.
voice like that.
I can feel the shit a brewing.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You got to take a shit?
soon.
Soon.
Now's not the time.
Coming soon, Ryan shit out of his ass into the toilet.
Girls take nasty shits, dude. Isn't
Girls
that
do take
something?
shits. That's something that's always overlooked in history. That girls take shits.
Yep.
It's something that no one talks about.
Nope.
No one talks about girls taking shits.
All right, so back at it again.
Yeah, dude, with
The White Friends.
I was we should have called ourselves that, the White Friends. That should be the name of our channel. The White Friends. But you know what's I saw something this week I didn't know existed. It was just I didn't know there's a video of Epic Lloyd reacting to Damn Daniel. So I just like to
Gotta
share that.
screen cap that.
Yeah, it's
sometime.
Epic Lloyd and Nice Peter reacting to Damn Daniel, and it's like, wow, doesn't get any better than this as far as in terms of content and making good content.
I just imagine there's the picture in some article, and under it is the caption. It would just be like, here we see Epic Lloyd enjoying a good laugh while watching the classic Damn Daniel Vine.
Yeah, I could just see it's like a Time magazine write-up, and it has
Yeah.
the picture of them watching, and it's like YouTube sensations Epic Lloyd left and Nice Peter right, enjoying
Enjoying watching kids make joke.
reacting to high schoolers making funny meme.
Yeah.
Just like, oh man, I love that name, Epic Lloyd. Remember that time? Like, I don't know why his name is so funny to me. Just Epic Lloyd. It's just a bald
Because
dude.
it's epic.
Dude, it's Epic Lloyd. I got nothing against them. I used to love Epic Rap Battles of History when I was younger, so.
Epic Lloyd sounds like a straight-to-DVD movie about an alien or something, doesn't it? It's Epic Lloyd.
Dude, Epic Lloyd. And then they make like a spin-off cartoon that's also straight to DVD, and you see it like once on the clearance rack at a dollar store and never again.
But they can't call it the same thing, so it's called like Lloyd and Mars.
That was a TV show, Lloyd in Space.
Lloyd in Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that? It's a
Holy
TV show.
shit.
Yeah.
Lloyd in Space.
Forgot about that.
Dude.
I was talking about this with Ding Dong a while back, because Ding Dong's all into all that old shit, so. Just talking about Lloyd in space.
Because he's like 50 years old, ding dong.
Yeah. So I mean, he's ahead of the times.
Remember the art kind of was off-putting.
It was kind of like Space Doug, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly. You know, remember the Dilbert show? Do you remember they made a show about Dilbert?
Dilbert.
You know Dilbert, the comic strip in the newspaper about.
I never knew he had a show.
Yeah, they made a TV show back in like '99 that was just panned apparently. Had a really good theme song though. Dilbert, 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 Dilbert. That's good, dude. I wish I like Dilbert. What? I like the theme of Dilbert. I don't know what I'm fucking saying. I like Dilbert, but it's not entertaining to me. But I like it. What? It's not entertaining. It's a comic strip made for like 45-year-old.
But you appreciate it?
I don't think it's funny, but I like it because of the character. I don't know, dude. I don't know how to explain that. It's like I enjoy it. I enjoy reading it, but it's not entertaining to me. It's like made for 45-year-old businessmen. It's like Dilbert says, "Oh no, we're out of toner," and then middle-aged man can laugh because he says, "I work an office job and this is relatable to me. Someone finally gets me. I'm so glad Dilbert gets me." And it's so relatable because my tie also does the thing Dilbert's tie does, and my dog talks to me.
Sad.
Yeah, dude.
There should be a live-action Dilbert movie where it's about Dilbert, but he is obsessed with a Dilbert of his universe. Isn't that's just like something Dilbert would do?
Yeah, it's fucking Dilbert, dude. You know Dilbert would pull that kind of shit. Dilbert's the kind of guy that like he would invite you over to play Minecraft, and then you just end up sucking his penis or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed this return episode of the Super Mega Podcast, a.k.a. Super Mega Cast. We love recording these. We're so glad to be doing it again. We hope you don't miss the talking show too much. And we hope you guys really sincerely enjoy the content that we are making and is coming out soon. We have a lot of good stuff ready to be shot directly at you to enjoy. And so
bye.
I just peed before this and I just shifted and I just felt a bunch of pee come out. Because you know, like you don't always get it all out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Ew.
Hey guys, welcome back to Super Mega Cast.
Matt just peed himself?
Nope.
Yep.
Episode 33 of the Super Mega Podcast.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Matt.
I'm McGee.
And
I'm just trying to throw you for a loop.
You're
I'm trying to just take the conversation from you and see if you can still get the train rolling. You're digging in your pants right now.
I got piss in my pants.
That's
oh
wonderful.
God! I gotta get up.
What are you doing? Where are you going? He's standing up. He's shaking his jeans.
How did I get that much piss in my pants?
Because you peed. It came out of your dick. What do you mean?
Okay. Anyway,
how'd
guys,
all this piss get in my pants?
I know that.
Where'd it come from?
You know, if you don't get it all out, like if you don't shake it off enough, and then maybe later on, like when you move positions, when I sit down or something, piss just comes. That happens to all guys.
Yeah.
Every now and then.
Yeah.
You know, it just happens. You sit down, and because you shifted positions, your bladder's like, oh, here's a little more piss, and it just shoots it on out. And then now even you got a big old wet spot on my pants where I peed myself.
You ever had the hard two-stream action?
Oh, yes, I have had the hard two-stream action.
And we all know why that happens.
I've had the hard three-stream action before. I've had it where it's two streams and it's dripping at the same time.
It's like a fucking force driven by like a saucer or something.
Dude, it's insane. And have you ever had it where it's two-stream and there's no way to have both streams going in the toilet? So you got to sacrifice something. Wait,
but have you ever done like a 3-stream 360 no scope?
Anyway, guys, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about on this episode. First of all, want to say thank you for the positive response to last week's Welcome Back episode. As you know, we were back after a long hiatus with our podcast, and Ming was also back, the insane woman that hangs out in an alleyway near us. We do have more updates on her in this episode, but
a special little encounter to update you on.
Yeah, I mean, we already had some stuff to update you on, but then on the way here, we had a charming encounter with Ming that we'll let you know about later on in the episode. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna throw it to Ryan because he wanted to talk about something.
Yep. So Lego
Your
the
dog?
company.
The
The
company.
company, not my dog. We've been getting packages from them, as you can see
Oh,
from
yeah.
our past mail opening videos. The links
of
are in the description, possibly. Who knows if
I
we remember?
probably, if I'm uploading this one, I've probably forgotten that. So
Yeah, well,
fuck.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Have faith. If not, search it up yourself. Do a little work. You need to do a little something. Anyways, so they sent us the Lego packages, and it's always Lego apologizing for fucking up, and they're not fucking up.
They think they are though.
Yeah. So they send us replacement parts because someone keeps telling them that our parts are fucked up,
Our Lego
or missing,
playset
or
has broken
or
parts.
something. So my thing is, what if some fan out there is working for Lego and sending us parts intentionally so that they get free advertising on our mail opening videos, and they do it consistently, and they know a steady stream of people come to those mail opening videos? That's
of
a
a
theory
bitch.
that I came up with.
That's a good theory,
Do you
Ryan.
think that's out of the realm of possibility?
that someone works?
Well,
for
it's not
Lego?
just a theory, Matt. It's a mail theory.
Dude, maybe, I don't know. Maybe we got someone that watches that works for Lego. I'm sure that there are at least 2 people out there that work for Lego that watch our videos.
I hate.
Statistically speaking.
I don't hate it, but my dog having that name every time I have to do the mental jump, like the gymnastics, a little bit to
It's like-
to remind myself very quickly, like half a millisecond.
Dog or children's toy?
Yeah, exactly.
Dog or tiny brick? God, you've stepped on Legos before, right?
Yeah.
Shit it hurts like so bad. I remember
I stepped on Bionicles more. I didn't have as many Lego playsets. I had mostly Bionicle.
I remember when I was a kid, my cousin stepped on a chair from a little dollhouse. Just a little tiny just sitting chair, and he stepped on it and started crying when his brother bullied him about it. Like, oh, you stepped on the dollhouse. It was funny looking back. Why you sound upset? You sound uncomfortable.
I don't know. It just remembered of times of just uncomfortable pain, like back when. And there was this one time I was in youth group, and I used to collect, soda can caps.
I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Wait, what do you
or
mean
whatever.
soda can
Soda can
caps?
tops? Sorry, not caps.
The little silver things? The
yeah,
metal
that you
things?
you flip back and forth until it breaks off.
Why'd you collect those?
Because you recycle them in this little McDonald's mini house thing. You know what I'm talking about?
That was
Someone
one of your
out there,
hobbies?
someone out here that watches us.
No, I know
knows
what you're
about.
talking about.
Okay. So, anyways, they have the big houses in the McDonald's where you could put your hand in. Anyways, so whatever. So I broke it off and it fell into the can, and I was like, "Fuck! I need to get it." So I put my finger inside of the can and I started to twist the can.
Oh, you've told
But
me
what I
this.
didn't know is that it works like a saw or a blade.
Yeah, you've told me
and it
this.
just cuts straight into my finger. Like I
no.
just go in a circular motion, just
Ah.
sliced into my finger. Dude, it fucking sucked, stung, bled profusely, and
Well,
just the thought of it still today. The pain probably wasn't that bad, but the fact that I don't know, it was deep though.
that's what you get for having a fucking nerd hobby.
That's what I get for going to youth group.
Damn it! All I ever got out of youth group was a cut finger from my hobby of collecting soda. What are they called? Tabs, soda, whatever.
Soda tops.
Shit, dude. Do you remember? What was it?
I don't know.
What were the things that you cut off of cereal boxes and shit? For school.
Tops?
No,
They just call them tops.
no. What were they called? They were called something.
Were they?
Yeah, they had a
Box
name.
tops.
Box tops. That was it. Yeah, box tops.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, let me double.
I just kind of said it.
No.
I just was like, okay, sounds like.
Like you'd bring them in a
Like my
bag.
brother.
Yeah, dude, they were called box tops. You
Okay.
bring them in these things. Remember?
Yeah.
You cut them off of cereal
They
boxes
still have them.
or like snack boxes, and you'd bring them into your teacher, and maybe you get like a little prize because I don't know, it's worth like 30 cents to the school if you bring in a whole bag of them. It's like, oh yay! Now we have $1 more for the art department because education is very well funded in America.
They say that it's for recycling, but the truth behind it is that these Coke companies are paying these recyclable companies that first had good intentions but now have turned corporate. And so now the Coke companies are making you drink more and more because then you'll think you're helping more and more. You fucking slimy sheep.
And scene. Oh fuck, dude! You know what I just remembered? I had to do this for school. There were like they'd make the kids sell things, whether it be wrapping paper or chocolates or something.
It was the band and what's that? ROC? What is that? ROTC. The ROTC kids always sold those chocolate. What are they called?
World's finest.
Yeah, the world's
finest chocolate.
The caramel filled ones were my favorite. Those were fucking delicious.
It is called world's finest, but I can guarantee it is not the world's finest chocolate.
It's the world's finest chocolate if you're a high schooler wanting some chocolate.
On the bus, hell yeah. But, dude, looking back, they made kids sell shit door to door.
Yeah.
And I remember it was a grade in one of my classes, which I don't think was allowed at all.
We used to do that in elementary school.
Yeah, they'd make you sell wrapping paper.
And you get the prizes, and if you sold more of those things, then you got prizes on the little, like, pamphlets and shit.
Yeah, but looking back, that seems a little weird and messed up. That was big companies making kids sell. They're like, whoever came up with that is genius. They thought to themselves, oh, we can get kids to sell this in exchange for cheap Chinese toys.
Isn't it weird how businesses well, it's not weird, but you notice business is competitive from day one. Like, even when you're a kid in school selling chocolate, it's competitive. Even though it's not your business or you're not really a part of a business, it still has that competitive nature of I need to do better than this person. It's not about really working together to sell the most chocolate. It's I want to sell more than this person because I'll have the golden star and I'll also win the best prize and all this other shit.
I'll get the little toy that will break. There was always that one like Autismo kid that would sell like 5 boxes, and I'd sell one, and everyone would be like, "God damn it! What? Damn it!"
Sounds like no. Okay, I was thinking of Atomo.
From Iron Giant.
Yeah.
Autismo.
You stay. I fought. You. I would love like big movie moments if they fuck up their lines, like in Jaws when he's about to shoot and kill the shark at the end of the movie, Matt. When he's sitting up there, he goes, "Smile, you son of a," and then he shoots the gun, and then it explodes. The shark explodes. But he's like, "Smile, you fucker!" Like he just like
they get one shot.
You know when I'm trying to think of an insult sometimes, and I'm like, "You stupid fucking sheep." Dumb bell ringing.
Bell ringing?
Yeah.
That's a great insult because that just sounds stupid. Like, you fucking bell ringer. If you picture a bell ringer, I picture some limp-lipped, like he's drooling, he's just dinging a bell.
You're thinking of Quasimodo.
Yeah.
Because he's a bell ringer. Fucking bell ringer.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Yeah, I know.
Cut that out. Oh
how language will change in the future. I'm interested to see how it will. Because retarded was perfectly normal at one point.
Oh, yeah, it was.
They can sell chocolate just as well as the other kids. That's all that counts, right? Bringing it full circle.
Why did they did make the kids that had special needs do that, too, I remember.
Because they're just as susceptible to just greedy business.
Oh, and I bet they'd sell more, too, because everyone's going to give... Never mind, I can't.
It's like sending a kid with a wheelchair to get some chocolate. Hey, can you buy chocolate? Put a little blanket over their legs.
Why would you put a blanket over their legs?
That's what people with polio look like. Have you ever met someone with polio? Is that a thing still?
Yeah, I did actually. I had an old neighbor who had polio. Except she might have had it when she was younger and it messed her up. I don't think she still had polio. But there's people that don't vaccinate their kids, so polio is actually coming back.
Yeah.
Because if you there's at least one person that is listening to this that is an anti-vaxxer.
Polio is awful. Like, if that's the reason you're getting polio by not vaccinating, like that's...
Well, Ryan, vaccines.
Are you sure you're not spitting out fake news?
No, dude. Polio. I mean, autism. Vaccines give autism. It's a proven fact.
Autists give vaccines to
polio.
Give polio vaccines.
Autists give polio vaccines to my neighbor.
That's the new, like, Philip DeFranco news headline with his mouth going, "What?"
Autists give polio vaccines? Hashtag drama alert. Speaking of drama alert, I think our boy Ricky actually hosted that a while back. Little Ricky Berwick.
Oh,
sweet, caring little Ricky Berwick.
He did something that actually grossed me out. What was it? You showed a video.
Really? That's shocking.
And I was like, ew.
He does a lot of things that gross people out.
But that's just his character, and you kind of live with it. But there was something that I was generally like, that is
It's probably when he was stuffing chocolate into his mouth.
Yeah.
He does videos where he stuffs, like, 20 Reese's cups in his mouth and chews with his mouth open. You can just see it. Like,
It's that. I just don't think I ever enjoy someone chewing with their mouth open. Like, even, remember in comedies when it's like the crazy card, you know, they would
The Ming?
They try the they would try the talk with like a full mouth and stuff.
yeah.
That's how I always see it.
People really do chew with their mouths open. Like, a lot of people chew with their mouths open. I don't see how that's a thing. It just feels natural if you have food in your mouth to just keep it shut.
I only do it if it's too hot or too cold.
Yeah,
But that's obvious because you have to let the air escape.
right. Imagine right now, picture chewing with your mouth open. It feels weird. It feels like the food's gonna fall out.
I don't have anything to chew on to test if
It's more effort to chew with your mouth open. You know, like that's more moving to my jaw. And I hate that sound. There's a name for that. I forgot what it's called. There's a name for people who get aggravated by like the sound of people eating, which I can't stand. Like if I'm
I think
close,
my stepdad has that.
I cannot stand it.
Because I'd even chew with my mouth closed, like chips, and he would get mad at me and just come up with, "Oh, you're chewing with your mouth open," but I never was. It was just I was eating chips.
I mean, my parents know this for sure. They've seen me get a little pissy at the dinner table because it'll be silent and it'll just be, and I'm just like stop please.
You don't like throw up. You don't like moist sounds.
I don't mind moist mouth sounds like, but when I'm listening to someone silently chew food, I don't know why it's a very common thing. My parents were always like telling me I'm weird for that because they don't love me, they hate me. But
yeah, that is true.
Like there's a name for it. It's like an actual thing. And who was trying to tell me it's a mental disorder? Someone was trying to, it's a mental illness. I'm like, well, it's not a fucking.
What other
mental
stuff are you
illness.
going to be diagnosed with this week?
I mean, I'm going to go to a doctor and tell him, yeah, I think I've got a mental illness. Just when people make sounds with their mouth, I really don't like it.
So I think I also might have polio. See, I like wearing blankets over my legs when I sit down.
That's a sure tell sign to see if someone has polio. Mom, I really like wearing this blanket over my legs. Son, I think you've got polio. We got to get you to the ER right now. Mom, why didn't you vaccinate me? Because I didn't want you to have autism. What if there were mega versions of disease? You get mega cancer, mega AIDS, mega polio.
Like super versions, like they're upgraded.
Yeah.
Like evolved Pokemon.
Mega SARS.
Mega SARS. Then could you take... Then does that mean there would be... I guess there are already super versions of sleep aids and stuff.
What the fuck is sleep aids?
Like, what do you mean?
What is sleep aids?
Like NyQuil.
Oh, dude, I thought you were talking about like a version of AIDS.
Don't worry, it's the AIDS that'll get you when you're sleeping.
I thought you were talking
It'll
about...
sneak up on you.
I'm serious. I thought you were talking about a type of AIDS, like a different type I've never heard of.
The
sleep aids.
The sleep aids. You gotta be careful.
I woke up with sleep aids this morning.
If you leave your closet door open at night, past 2 o'clock precisely, the sleep aids will come out and vaccinate your children with autism.
Dad, can you check under the bed for sleep aids? Into the closet too.
No
All right,
sleep
son.
aids here, son.
Don't worry, son.
Oh, what's this? Oh!
You all right? Did you really choke yourself there?
I'm fine.
My favorite thing is when you're doing a bit and you do one of those extreme coughs and then it turns into a real cough and I look over and your face is red and your eyes are watering.
Yeah. Like that shit.
I love that shit, dude. That's so good.
Oh, whoa.
All right, you know what I'm excited for? All right, well, I guess I'm not excited because I won't be involved whatsoever.
What's that?
Don't you ever fucking cough while I'm talking.
What's that?
SpaceX just recently announced that next year in 2018 they're gonna send 2 tourists into space to fly around the moon and back. Like, how fucking cool is that? That's something you dreamt of. Remember we in like 4th grade? You're
It's
like,
gonna be like the CEO of Walmart that gets to go up there.
I know.
It's not gonna be like a regular cool. See, remember what they did at the Oscars recently? It was like yesterday. They brought the people on the tour bus, like legitimate tourists,
yeah.
to like the Oscars, and it was this incredible moment for them. They were freaking out.
Yeah, it's life changing.
Because the reason it was life-changing is because
It's too regular.
there's no
it's
way
everyday
they could have
people.
ever gotten there or afforded to go there.
Yeah.
Rich people, of course, they're going to be the first ones to go. But if you want to see true amazement, people who would have never thought they could actually ever afford something like that if it came to be, I think seeing their reaction would be a lot better than seeing just two fat businessmen just with. They probably are going to be decked out in onesies that have their company logos on them and shit.
The shuttle was going to have the company logos, and they got their little comb overs. And
There's going to be like television breaks when they go up there. They're going to turn it into a reality show and shit. We joke about that, but wait. They're going to say we called it 200 years from now.
Oh,
They're going to say we
know
fucking
it.
called
You know how
it.
they have the real life on MTV where it's
Yeah.
like real life San Diego, real life San Francisco, real life Miami. They're gonna have real life space, and they're gonna have a little space station, with a nice cast of drama seeking women and men,
Oh,
and then there's
yeah.
gonna be fights and relationships and one night stands on a space station.
And they can't return to Earth for 2 months?
But you know how in those shows they kick people out of the house, they just kick them into space.
And watch them implode, freeze instantly. What is it? Do they freeze instantly?
You freeze, yeah.
There were always like rumors and shit. I always have those
Your
Bill
head
Cosby
explodes.
moments. You know?
When you have unconsensual sex.
Nope.
Okay, if they announced that show, and they said, "Hey Ryan, do you want to come to space and be on real life, MTV's real life, deep orbit?" I don't know what would it be called?
No, because then there's a chance I'm going to be kicked out into space.
No, ignore that part. That wouldn't happen. If you're off, they said.
But yes, okay. If you ask that, yes, because it's 2 months. I get to go into space.
Yeah.
And since there's reality television shows up there, that means that we've been doing this for a while. So it's probably like a safe trip.
No, this is the first time. This is the first time they've ever
gone into space.
No, the first time they've ever filmed any, like they haven't sent tourists to space yet, but they've got a nice group
Oh, then
of
fuck no.
of 20 to 30-year-old attractive,
Wait, if
young
they offered
people.
it for free?
Do those people have to pay to be on that show? No, they get paid to be on that show.
I'd just be scared for something going wrong, like an Apollo 13
That'd
shit,
be great
you know?
fucking ratings. Great television.
For the businesses.
It's a
Think
good-
about the
yeah, it's
businesses, Ryan.
But going back to the SpaceX thing, that'd be amazing just to see all I read was said 2 tourists. Now, by tourists, it probably does mean 2 people that buy their way in, or
We
2
are-
very notable people.
Technically, we are tourists to space. Anyone, rich, poor, whatever. This isn't something that everybody goes to. It's
Yeah.
tourism.
But if they picked some, farmer from Kentucky and then some random cubicle working guy from like Japan, that'd be so cool.
Oh,
Just 2
yeah.
random people to send to space. Not trained astronauts, just 2 people to go be the first people to enjoy space.
They should make it a
without the training.
lottery. They
Yeah,
should
that'd
make
be
it a
awesome.
lottery situation.
The space lottery, and you could scratch off little tickets.
Yeah, but there has to be certain, of course, guidelines, certain prerequisites.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think instead of having to buy their way in, it should be a lottery system.
That'd be badass. If you won, would you go?
Yeah,
Or would you be too scared?
that's a tough decision.
I would have to do it. That is truly a once in a lifetime opportunity. And it's very scary.
But if I die, then I've only lived 22 years.
But think about this. How many
And I could possibly live 60 more. And then what I say, I could have gone to space, but I'm much happier staying alive and experiencing all this stuff down here.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
that's over like the chance that something goes wrong.
Well, that's the thing. How many space missions happen? How many people die these days? Like the last time that I can remember, I'm sure there's been one since, and I'm forgetting it. But was the Discovery, the spaceship that burned up in Reentry. That's the last American one I could think of. I'm sure there's been ones from other countries.
Where human lives lost.
Yeah.
But like there've been a ton of rocket malfunctions and stuff. Even
Yeah.
one recently with SpaceX.
I'm sure that there's smaller ones like that we don't really hear about that happen in other countries, like an astronaut gets blown up or some shit. I mean, the people that are astronauts.
Watch ISIS blow up an astronaut, like in full uniform and everything.
Imagine ISIS if they moved their shit to space. They got their shit together and moved it up into the sky.
Why can't we just shoot ISIS into space? Have we ever thought of a space cannon for ISIS? I don't know. The Trump administration, maybe get on that.
Yeah, maybe put some money into a space cannon for ISIS.
Come on, we know you listen to the Super Mega Cast.
What if, Ryan, 2 months from now, we're just sitting back, relaxing, kicking it with our $1 million of YouTube revenue.
With orange juice in a champagne glass.
And then all of a sudden, you just hear that Trump's like, I had this great idea. It's for a space cannon for ISIS. I came up with it all by myself.
It's a super mega awesome idea made by me.
If Donald Trump listened to our podcast and then got the idea to make a space cannon to shoot ISIS into orbit, wait, do you just shoot them into space, or you just send them up in orbit, just to have fun up there? Don't just leave us alone down here.
No, you shoot them into space. But the thing is, once they get up into space,
they're gonna go to another planet and
no, they're gonna burn. They're gonna burn up in the atmosphere.
No,
yes, ISIS. If you shoot ISIS into space, like if you shoot all the members of ISIS into space, they're gonna have to go through the atmosphere. They're gonna have to be going at a fucking high velocity, whatever speed.
Ryan, no,
they're gonna burn up in the atmosphere. Things burn up coming into space.
They're gonna go start shit on another planet.
No, they're not. They're
gonna go fucking do ISIS shit on the moon.
They can't do ISIS shit on the moon.
Yes, they can.
Because Russia and China would be like, no, 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 and so would the U.S. Every major country who, like, because no one can own the moon or whatever.
Dude, they're gonna instate Sharia law on the moon.
Oh, you know, when, like, Russians and other countries go to the moon, they, like, kick our flag over and, like, plant the, like, Chinese one.
The Russians go and plant the Chinese flag.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder, that's such a funny thing, because, I mean, you know, that stuff happens, like, the North Pole and shit. Like, it's just funny. Now, this is mine, because I put my flag in it. What if you claimed women that way? Stick a little flag in them?
You used to.
Just what, pee on them?
No. What do you mean? You used to just go, mine.
Oh, I'd point at a woman and say mine?
Yeah, but you'd be a knuckle-draggling buffoon.
Knuckle-draggling buffoon? See, and we went from that to now living in a civilization where next year they're sending 2 people to space to be tourists.
Yep.
Not astronauts, tourists. I'm sure there's extensive preparation and training involved even for tourists. You know, you go skydiving or scuba diving, I mean, that takes a lot of training, and that's a touristy thing.
Yeah.
So going to space has got to be a fucking crazy amount of learning and shit.
Have you ever ziplined? That's fun.
I've ziplined on small ziplines, like small scale ones that go from like a tree to like into a lake.
Dude, I went to Costa Rica like a bit back. And
that's the country for ziplining.
Just a big old zipline was in the. Oh, it's so fun. I want to go again. I want to do something exciting. There's this bungee thing I saw on, you know, one of those things where people share it on Facebook, and it's this cool event that's trying to advertise itself in a sense. It's this bungee jump, except they'll push you off or do, like, they have these creative ways to send you off of the cliff, like they'll kick you and shit.
I don't want to be kicked off a cliff.
or you can be sitting in a chair and they'll tip you off in the chair.
That sounds really fun, but also, yeah, I guess if I was 100% sure that I wasn't gonna die, that'd be fun.
Or you can go with no rope.
What?
No bungee cord.
I mean, if anyone wants to do without the rope, I mean, we'll do that too. I'll try.
I don't think it could be a rope because the rope. No, it's a bungee cord.
Yeah, I'm imagining someone using a rope and it's tied to their ankle and they just jump down and it rips their foot off.
They would rip their fucking leg off.
That would rip them to pieces.
Ow! Oh, I should have gone with the cord.
The guy's on the ground in pieces, just hit at a high velocity and his leg is gone. Damn it, I knew I should have gone with the cord. That one looks way more fun.
Gosh darn it. I'll try the fishing wire next.
Oh, God. I'll try the razor wire. You've never been bungee jumping, right?
No. I've done the theme park one where you go to like Carowinds or something.
You jump up and down.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider? I don't know. Bungee jumping's one of those things. I've thought about skydiving. I'm like, I think I could, but bungee jumping just seems one of those things that I don't know if that's something I actually want to do because it seems so. That one just seems so risky.
Have you seen the videos where the rope's too long?
Yes. And that's why I don't want to do it.
Dude. Ugh.
You just fall and then it's like, uh-oh, and then you're dead.
Yep.
But same with skydiving. I mean, skydiving, there is no cord. You have a parachute, and if your parachute fails...
Look what happened to Peggy.
What a fucking way to end a King of the Hill season.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Peg.
She was back, though. Back in black.
Whoa. Peggy. What a fucking... We've talked about this before, but why was that a storyline in King of the Hill? Think about the show King of the Hill. Of all the things to put in, why was one of the storylines Peggy falls from a fucking airplane? And she lives. She lived from falling from an airplane, and she walked again.
Are there freak accidents where people have lived from falling out of planes?
I don't think anyone's ever survived falling out of an airplane.
I'm gonna do this. Okay.
And I don't mean people are like, well, yes, they have. I'm talking about you fall from like skydiving heights, not from falling from 200 feet off the ground and then you somehow survive because you crashed through a tree or land in a pond. I'm talking about people that have legitimately fallen from tens of thousands of feet and lived. Because what, skydiving is 12,000 feet, that type of thing? You can't survive that. That's over 2 miles.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Vesna, whatever her last name, I can't. It's Yugoslavic. That's the name. So
Okay.
whatever. Was 23, working, had like an air transport hostess when she survived a fall from 10,160 meters.
What the fuck?
Yeah, on the 26th of January,
That's
1972.
30,000 feet.
After she was working aboard, blew up. She fell inside a section of the tail unit and fell.
Wait, she was holy shit. She was an air hostess. What are they called? She was a flight attendant.
Yeah.
The plane blew up 30,000 feet in the sky.
10,000 meters.
A meter's about 3 feet.
Yeah, I know.
So 30,000 feet up, and she fell to the earth in a piece of the plane and lived?
Yeah.
That's the luckiest person to ever walk the earth.
I know. She was the only survivor.
Holy shit.
She was the only Okay, wow.
There's no
Whoa.
way, like, Ryan, if you're on an airplane and it blows up, you know you're not getting out of that alive.
Dude, she emerged from... Okay, she was in the hospital for 16 months after emerging from a 27-day coma and having, like, of course, many bones broken. But you think you're dying, and you wake up in the hospital and you're like, I was just in an airplane. Like, your mind is, I was just in an airplane that exploded. What? How am I here?
How did I was 30,000. You've been in an airplane that's been at 30,000 feet. That's like a regular cruising altitude. You look out the window when you're flying in an airplane. Imagine you're in a fucking airplane and it blows up and you fall that far and survive. How did the impact not kill her? Like, what happened? She must have been in a piece that wasn't falling, but more maybe like spinning down?
Maybe.
So it didn't go at full speed?
Yeah. What in
Fuck,
the world?
dude.
That's a cool story.
I bet she told all her friends that one. I bet she told the guys back home that one.
Well, I'd
Every
be surprised if they didn't hear about it before. I mean, she was in a coma for 27 days.
I haven't seen you for 16 months. Where have you been? My airplane blew up and I fell 30,000 feet.
You know.
Jesus
Well,
Christ.
hearing that your plane blew up. Yeah, my plane blew up.
You know you have no memory of that happening, though.
Oh, yeah.
Like, you don't remember the plane blowing up. You're just like, what happened? It's like, hey, you're the only person to survive a plane exploding at 30,000 feet.
It's like, last thing I remember was...
That's like something out of a movie. Like a cartoon or something. That doesn't happen in real life.
Yeah, only in Tom Cruise movies.
Exactly. And you know what? You know how there's that theory? Well, it's not really a theory. It's more of just a fun thing. It's like, imagine the second you die, you wake up in a situation where you didn't die.
Oh,
that
wow.
type of thing. So imagine this is the universe where just
about
that
when
freak
you're
thing
old?
woke up and she woke up and she didn't die.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense at all?
It does, but then the first question is, what about old people? Do they just... They would technically live forever then.
No,
We'd
they
have
just go
people
to hell.
living forever.
Old people go to hell.
What's the age range of hell and staying alive?
70.
72. 72. You know.
70.
Between.
What if that was just a thing? Like someone found a lost book of the Bible and they opened it up and it just said one thing and it was like, old people go to hell.
Scientists find like this lost book and they're like, whoa.
Yeah, it's
This
like
changes
it's like,
everything.
Yeah, they find a lost book and they spend years decoding it and it's just like one sentence says old people go to hell.
If God wrote old people go to hell up in the sky with like crows and flames and shit, I'd 100%
Crows on fire?
I'd start going back to church. Like I would.
Well,
that
no
would make
shit,
me
I
go
would
back
too.
To church. No shit, I would.
If I
too.
saw fire and crows in the sky saying old people go to hell, I'd say, yeah, I'm going back to church right now.
Yeah, something seems quite off. In this week's weather report, crows on fire.
Why did Ryan start going back to church? Well, didn't you see what happened in the sky? God wrote old people go to hell. I don't believe it.
Wait, what? He wrote it in Burning Crows.
The classic burning crows of Christ. Oh my God.
Is an awesome God.
He reigns
From heaven above.
with love?
No, with wisdom.
With wisdom?
Power and love.
Our God is an awesome God.
Amen.
Our God is an awesome God. He reigns from heaven above.
With whiz.
With wisdom. No.
With whiz. Like
with
PP.
whiz.
Haha, PP, high five.
Woo! Dude, I still remember all those songs. How about do you remember Hosanna? Hosanna. You know that one? What about Pharaoh, Pharaoh? Oh, baby, let my people go. Huh.
Yeah. We sound like drunk people. Imagine if these were the songs drunk people sang at bars.
I'm sure plenty of drunk people do sing.
God's not dead.
He's surely alive, 'cause he's living on the... Oh, God. Speaking of drunk people vomiting.
Did you wait? There's a song. Oh, what was the song? If the pastor gives you a smile, go to his office, but just for a while.
I don't remember ever singing that one.
Oh.
Anyway, speaking of drunk people throwing up, I think it was twice in 2 weeks, we walked by a Buffalo Wild Wings and saw people vomiting. And one of the times was some of the grossest vomit I've ever seen in my life.
It's a part of their new marketing campaign.
Did you not go to Buffalo Wild Wings? Did you not have this much fun?
Are you not throwing up yet? Then something's wrong. Get back in here. Have some more Buffalo Wild Wings.
Get back in here, you fucking pussy.
Ew, but the first time was that, it was like 8 o'clock at night, and the girl was just on the ground with orange vomit everywhere.
Either dead or in a,
Almost
in a coma.
Did she get that drunk at Buffalo Wild Wings by 8 o'clock at night?
Yep.
Nope.
She was having a good night.
Dude, she's living the life, man.
It was she was living La Vida Loca.
Yeah, and then also vomiting all over herself. And then like 4 days later, walking by Buffalo Wild Wings again, and there's just that dude standing and vomiting in a parking space, just like, "Bruh!" And his friend was watching him.
We knew it. We knew it was coming because he was cat backing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cat back it, girl.
Ooh.
Oh, and you saw the look on my face because we knew we're about to walk by someone actively vomiting, and you know how I am about vomit, so. You saw me tense up, and just thinking, shit, okay, just keep walking.
Activists aggressively, actively vomiting. So it's an alliteration.
Teens react to activists actively Teens react to
aggressive activists actively throwing up. This episode is sponsored by Frowns Go Upside Down's House of Toys.
What do they sell there? Toys?
Yeah.
Cool. Should have guessed.
It's in the name.
Holy shit, dude.
What?
I just got a news alert on my phone.
Yeah?
Holy shit, dude.
What?
ISIS just took over the moon.
Shit. We shouldn't have launched him out of the space cannon.
Well, speaking of reports, it's time for this week's Ming report, isn't it?
Yes.
It is time for what you've all been waiting for. It's time for this week's Ming report. For those of you who don't know who Ming is, you need to listen to recent podcasts. I think there's one called Ming. She is a homeless woman who is a little crazy, who we've had many run-ins with, many encounters with, many stories.
She's not just a little crazy. I was talking to some of the homeless people that roam our area.
That are around her?
Not really around her. They don't like...
They interact with her. They see her.
They see her. They don't like to interact with her. She has her own kind of crew that...
She's got the fucking clown and
she
guy
hangs around.
Bozo and...
But then there's the other group of homeless people that's like it's about 3 people, and they make up kind of like the higher class.
The higher class homeless people.
It's because they're not into drugs. They're only into one of them's only into smoking weed, and the others just smoke cigarettes. And I think
that's weird that
drink.
there's classes. There's a class system within being homeless.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That's crazy.
There has to be. Like, the homeless people are different. Do you think downtown?
Man, I like my downtown people. I don't like the homeless over in Venice. They're a bit crazy.
Oh, I'm sure there are. I'm sure that there's like gangs and factions of homeless people that are very different. Well, like look at Venice Beach. The homeless people are like beach bum type of people.
This makes it sound like it's Mad Max or something.
Different factions of homeless people. But anyway, Ming, the lovely, the wonderful Ming. I guess we'll start with just some updates. Ever since the last podcast,
it was good. Oh yeah, the updates.
Yeah.
It was confirmed as I was talking to these 3 homeless gentlemen.
Very nice men.
That she actually is on and off going to jail and coming back to the streets.
So that's why she had disappeared for so long. And I would not be surprised if you guys stop hearing the Ming report, if we have to put it on hold because she disappears more. Because tonight, guys, developing story. all day we're like, I wonder, like, what kind of, like, let's talk about Ming on the next podcast. And up until the point we're leaving our apartment to come record this podcast, we're like, I mean, nothing that interesting happened with Ming, other than what happened. I'll lead it up to the story. So, we found she had some new trash laying around. She had a jar of Tostitos queso, some chips,
100%.
There was a cup with an empty bottle of butane liquid, which I don't know what that was used for.
Did we mention her Sharpie artwork?
No. In fact, she was gone one night, so we went over and checked out her area to get a nice little, more in-depth investigation.
Little report, investigative journalism.
We found that she had taken a Sharpie and she wrote "fuck a punk bitch" on the concrete. So that's one thing Ming did.
There's that.
What else? What else? Is there anything else? Garbage? Oh, there was some stuff.
You looked more. I just noticed the Sharpie. Well, you showed the Sharpie thing to me. That's the only thing I looked at. Why? What are you thinking about?
Oh yeah, she had that signed copy of Ella Enchanted. But anyway, not much had happened. But tonight, we were hanging out in this kind of area near where Ming is before we came to record the podcast, just chilling. And we see Ming at the end of the alleyway, and she's yelling more than ever. She's screaming,
pacing back and forth,
throwing her arms around. Yeah,
I don't know what the way she moves. I'm gonna move in a certain way. I'm gonna get up and move, and I want you to describe it. So, so you can kind of.
Okay, yeah,
you know what I mean,
like a reference.
Okay,
all right.
So
Ryan's doing the Ming. Do the Ming. It's very predatorial. Very predatorial. Like an. Hey, you know what it's like? It's like the crocodile guys in Donkey Kong Country. You know how those guys move?
Okay, yeah.
Right? Kind of like that.
Bit, because she has this like predatorial kind of.
Yeah, it's very reptilian.
Slithery.
Yeah, reptilian.
But very clunky.
Do you think she's part of the Reptilian Society? She's got to be a part of the Reptilian Higher Society. She's one of them that went wrong.
No doubt. She's
so like
she's the villain in the Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, but anyway, she's like screaming, going crazy tonight, and we're like, we're not going to go anywhere near her. So we go back inside. Ryan lost his car keys for quite a while, which was surprising because we'd only been inside for like 10 minutes.
I threw them in a basket and they got covered with like an envelope or something.
Understandable. So we go back down to the car, and we're driving here to record the podcast, and we see Ming under like a little street light with this old ass Chinese security guard. I guess he's a security guard.
He's just standing still.
He's standing there with a walkie-talkie, like jaw hanging. He doesn't know what to do. And Ming is standing there like going crazy. And he's just, like, this is an old Chinese man. Like, he can't, like, what's he gonna do? He's a security guard. He's like, oh shit. And we drive by.
Please leave.
As we drive by, I roll down the window, and Ming just like looks right at me in the car and goes, she was like, "How the fuck a policeman?" What'd she say?
But before that, it was riding down here, black. Fuck the police, man.
Something like that. It was like she said
riding down here, black.
It could have been. I don't know. It was very.
I'm distinctly remembering because she said riding down, and then black. There was a word in
writing
between
down
that.
Something black.
Yeah.
Fuck the cops. Or no, she said fuck a cop.
Yeah,
She said fuck a cop. And she yelled that right in my face as we drove by. And just seeing this little old Asian, like mall cop kind of guy, just like walkie-talkie in hand, like, oh, what the fuck do I do?
What if as she was screaming at you, she went, fuck a cop? And like as she did the cop, like this alien hugger face thing just like launched out of her mouth onto your face. It was like, and like I'd like fucking turn the car. I'm like, oh!
The car rolls over.
And then like we get out of the car, the fucking alleyway's empty. You have the face hugger, you're motionless. I look around, and all of a sudden I see Ming on the building just kind of latching onto it on all fours, like on the side wall. Like she's like a Spider-Man looking thing, like a demon.
She's got the Chinese guy's head in her mouth.
Yeah, just that dude.
What?
Sorry, I gotta go call Michael Bay. Okay, he was in a pissy. Yeah, I don't think he was feeling that one.
Yeah, it's whatever, dude.
Next time.
You call him like twice a day with ideas. I think he's getting tired of it.
Okay, well,
that's about all that's new with Ming. I mean, we'll update you guys every week until she goes away again, because I'm sure maybe tonight she got arrested. I don't know. That guy could have called for more help, because if she was on drugs, whatever she was on tonight was extreme. So she was going crazy. So I would not be surprised if that security officer for that place called the real police and had her arrested.
Yeah.
Especially like Because, the Glendale police, I'm sure they know who she is because they've had to deal with her
100%.
before. They've had to deal with her multiple times. We've seen the police sitting and watching her. So they know who she is. So I'm sure if some old security guard is calling, they can hear her screaming in the background. And she's screaming, "Fuck a cop." They're probably going to come pick her up real quick. So, but Ming, we love you. Thanks for giving us something to talk about.
Just NPR, and Ming, if you're out there, we just want to let you know that we're thinking about you and the hard fight you're struggling to go through. You dirty woman.
I've never heard anything like that on NPR.
You dirty, you dirty, smelly.
You're something else.
Yelling lass.
Dirty, smelly, yelling lass. NPR is a very different sound from any other radio station because it's so crisp and clean. You can hear every mouth sound. It's like, today's stocks went up.
It just makes me feel like everyone has stinky breath. Like they're all just a bunch of gross, stinky people.
I can totally see that because the mics are so crisp and high quality.
And I just picture whenever they go, like that little bit of spit that goes from the first lip to the second lip, and then it just hangs if they start talking, and you see it jiggle as they talk and shit.
You know for sure NPR, hands down, has the best quality microphones in the radio game.
Yeah.
They're those got to be like $30,000 microphones. Those are so good. Compared to this little piece of shit.
This piece of
just stupid fucking microphone. Shit. Actually, these microphones they're
wonderful.
Glorious. It's the best microphone I've ever worked with. Compare this to when we first started Super Mega, what our microphone quality sounded like, and then compare it to this. All thanks to Aaron Hansen and his Game Grumps. Thank you, guys, because, we're using your microphones, and these are top of the line, really good mics. Listen to me. I'm moving around my mic. Might be going from ear to ear.
Aaron,
no, never mind. Probably not.
If you ever listen to this...
Which he probably won't, because I don't think he watches
exactly.
us.
But if he listens to this...
Okay.
And the next time he comes up to me and says, "I want a fun time," then I have to go out and buy him some food from somewhere.
Okay.
Wherever he wants, his choice.
Aaron, that's a real offer. You hear this? Ryan's gonna go buy you some food, but you got to say the magic words to show that you listen to us. You know who listens to our podcast? Julian, sweet little Julian from Oni Plays.
Good old Julian. I love Julian.
God, he's a sweet man. Also, people were mostly disappointed when we canceled the talking show because oh, now we won't get a ding dong face reveal.
We were never going to show.
They're not
their
doing
faces.
That.
Yeah,
they're not. There's a reason they don't show their faces.
It's I don't think those people who think like that are smart because you can see the way their brain is wired to be. Oh, if they go on the talking show, then they have to show their face.
Also, the thing is, they're not hiding their faces to make it a reveal or as a business thing. They're hiding their faces because they don't want their faces shown. They'd rather be anonymous, and that's why they go by those names.
Which is something that you and I have talked about, and we might have wished we went anonymous at some point.
If I hadn't started with sketch comedy, if we had started just doing this Let's Play channel, and you never saw our faces or anything, of course I would have loved to have been anonymous or at least use a name that's not my own. But
because I like privacy, and
let's don't pry. I'm not a can for you to open.
You can't force someone to be friends with you, and if you do, they'll never be your friend.
That's not true, Ryan. I forced you to be my friend.
That is true. Well, if we become business partners, you're gonna have to be my friend, Ryan.
Come on, Ryan. Just do this YouTube channel.
Ryan, come on.
But Matt, I don't like Let's Plays. I don't either, Ryan. But it's money. It's much a ching.
You're right. Cha-ching. I like cha-ching. I like it.
Oh, also, just speaking in terms of channel stuff, real quick. By the time this podcast comes out, it's going to be about a week until I leave the country, and then after I leave the country, Ryan also leaves the country.
Yay.
So, don't worry, we're getting backlogged, so we will not miss any uploads, or there will still be podcasts and everything while we're gone, so don't worry about that.
Don't piss, moan, or cry.
Well, you can piss, just don't moan or cry.
Yeah.
Don't hold that piss in. Can you make your bladder explode if you hold your piss in too long?
People have died from holding their piss. There was a radio...
What bullshit? People have died from holding their piss in?
There was a radio competition and someone died because they held their piss.
No, that was because they drank too much water.
Oh, hold on. Wait 1 second.
I don't think you could die from holding your piss. I think your bladder will just release it.
Die? I'm going to look it up on my phone.
I really don't think you can die from holding your piss.
Of course, because can it get in
No, you can't physically hold it. You would die from a complication where you can't pee. If something's keeping you from peeing, you can die because your piss becomes toxic and kills you. But you can't just hold your piss in. It eventually will make itself come out.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Holding in large amounts of urine for an extended period of time also exposes your body to potentially harmful bacteria, which can increase your chances of getting a urinary tract infection or bladder infection.
UTIs.
Yeah.
I don't think you can die from it. Well, maybe in like medieval times you could die from a UTI. Did you know to prevent UTIs, the easiest way is to urinate after having intercourse?
Yes.
You should always urinate. Take a pee-pee.
Take a pee-pee.
That's sex ed from Super Mega, so there you go. Dude, you know what? Back to Ming real quick.
Oh, Ming.
You know what I think is going to happen?
What?
I have a feeling that Ming is going to somehow become... I can just see it now. Like 5 years from now, she's going to be one of the most influential women in like history or in politics because she's going to invent something amazing or like become this outstanding woman that's going to change the world. And then we're going to listen back to this podcast and be like, wow, small grassroots, you know? Do you have any movies where, you know, critics have praised it to hell, but you absolutely hated it? And vice versa? Can you name
There
one
definitely
from each?
has.